All right, we are live.
Oh
Look at
my
this.
god! Why are we live?
Because I want all this on. I
No,
want this all recorded. So you listen to the whole Brand X podcast.
I did. It took me a few hours because that was at work. So I had to keep pausing it because A, phone calls, and B, I'm like trying not to laugh out loud because I've got it in on an AirPod and I cannot play this
No,
with my
no,
my
you can't.
coworker. Oh god, no. No,
It's definitely not safe for work, Brand
it
X.
is totally not safe for work. Oh my god, so much poop.
And
Just
was there a lot?
talking about what?
Was there a lot of poop
Well, you guys were
talking there?
talking about, the porta potties and, like,
Oh
who's
yeah.
tipping people over in them,
Yeah. Deuce and Joe were
and
doing it.
then, like, the pooping and it splashes.
Uh,
Oh,
oh, the what was it? Neptune's kiss. Neptune.
Poseidon's kiss.
So, I think it was Neptune's kiss, wasn't it? I can't remember.
I don't
It's
know.
the actual episode title of Brand X. I can look it
Yeah,
up real
I
quick.
think it's Poseidon's. I think you called it Poseidon.
I don't think I did.
I don't well,
I gotta look it up.
it's a big word for you, I know.
Yeah,
Any
there's no way I would have said Poseidon. Wait a minute, did I? Because I
Oh, no, you did call it Neptune.
yeah,
Same but different.
same but different.
Hey, Joaquin's here.
And
Hey.
then,
We're starting early for some reason.
well, I just figured a lot of
The
times you
show
and I
before the show.
do the
Yeah,
show before the show, and it's a
we
lot of
do.
there's some good stuff in there, and I keep saying, "Save it for the show, save it for the show." We don't really
I
get to
know,
it.
and we never do.
So
But
this is where I can actually put the chat up and look at the chat, see what's going on.
yes, it was gross.
Uh-huh. And
Yeah,
but
it was
oh my
funny.
god.
I mean, I laughed really hard. The Billy the Clown gets
Yes.
every time.
I Marshmallow wants, Joe to pursue not Billy the Clown, the other clown. I know the other clown's names, I can't say it.
Oh, the hot chick clown?
The hot chick clown.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, because we were trying to look her up. See,
I
this
know, there was 20 minutes of like, "Wait,
that's
is this her?" Like,
and then I
typing,
went
like,
over to the, wheelbarrow full of dicks
"You drinking?"
Discord to show those guys the hot clowns over in the what's it
Right.
that thing called? Make It Honk or something?
It's honk. It's make it honk. But
Make It
that's where
Honk.
they put all the girl clowns.
The sexy clowns,
A
sexy
couple
girl.
times I threw in some guy clowns.
Did
I
you?
don't think that was
Because
a
you gotta
push.
ruin shit.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to see guy clowns.
Well,
Women don't
Teresa's
wanna see
there.
guy
Well,
clowns.
maybe. Well, they were a couple,
Right,
whatever.
the wheelbarrow full of dicks, the wheelbarrow.
Yeah. The where Budwugger, if you like, I can invite you to the Discord.
Right, the wheelbarrow
Oh, all
full. Oh,
right, shut
yeah.
that off.
So I figured what we would do is we would, just come on here and chat it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Something
Duchess was really, really upset because she thought that we called her a
talk shit on
douchebag.
me. Yeah.
We would never. Deuce would never, and I would never talk shit on you.
Well, you also had 6 enormous old fashions, so
Took me 3 days to get over that, and not a hangover. I didn't have a hangover. I just felt terrible. So the Steelers signed Flacco? I heard they were gonna sign I heard the Steelers were gonna sign what's his name?
No.
Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers,
I know, I ca
and I was like, "Why would they
Oh,
do
he
that?"
said, "Just kidding. Fuck you, Budwugger." God damn it.
I
Well,
didn't think
I would've
Flacco did
gotten an
that bad.
alert. Now I get ESPN alerts
Oh,
all the
do you for
time,
that?
like, all anything that goes through.
Mm.
So, my last night, my phone was like, "Bzz, bzz, bzz." Oh, I know Detroit is giving away you know who else is giving away their team? The Rams. They're giving up Cooper Kupp.
They did?
They're gonna give up Cooper Kupp.
Where's he going?
Heard maybe the Steelers, but I think
Oh,
we're on receivers.
here's the funny thing
Same
about
way Najee, they didn't sign him. I'm so sad. I'm
yeah,
so sad. Because I love him. He's my favorite player. Him and George.
Cooper Kupp's going to Detroit? Wow.
Is he?
If the
Ooh.
Steelers sign Kupp, it doesn't matter who they have as quarterback. That's not true.
Yeah, we got nobody to throw. He's gonna throw it to him. And Flacco's doing okay, but
Yeah, we traded Kenny Pickett to,
little
Cleveland.
hands. Little hands. Yeah,
We
he went
tra
to the Browns.
He went to the Browns for,
Cleveland rocks.
their back
He's just going from the top of the division and just down, down,
to
down.
the yeah, we got a, backup quarterback, a, fifth round pick and a bag of balls for Kenny Pickett.
At least you got
Our
just a
third
bag.
string quarterback, we call him White Chocolate, Tanner McGee.
Oh,
He's better.
Tanner.
He was better than Pickett.
We have one of your I wanna say safety? Do we have one of your safeties?
I don't know.
What did we get?
It's
Budweiser knows.
It's funny because
Oh.
they let go of, our defense. They're like, "Oh, they're freaking out because they got rid of CJ, GJ,
Yeah,
whatever his name
Gardner.
is,
Yeah.
Gardner
I
Johnson."
was surprised because he was really good.
He
So
was, but he's a little bit of a, he's a wild hair. You know what I mean?
He was the one that was walking around. Oh, Darius Slay. That's who we got.
Darius Slay. Well, Darius Slay's getting old
Slay.
too.
Good thing he
Now,
came to the Steelers.
when-
It's where players go to die.
We haven't started yet, Bob. See, what we do is we trick you.
pre-gaming.
We're
We're
pre-gaming, and in like
We're giving you a taste.
yes, we've got about 18 minutes before we start the show, so we can talk about whatever we want because it's not really the show.
It's foreplay. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that. Show foreplay. Ooh, we could call it that.
Yeah, we could pre-gaming, tailgating and pre-gaming.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know we're going to talk about this later.
Okay.
But last night, as I was getting ready for the show, I was going over some stuff and I was setting up all the StreamYard and all.
All the this.
And I happen to have, I don't know why I do this. It's torture, but every once in a while I see Steel Toe up when he's doing his evening show. So I click in to listen. And he's talking about.
I need money.
Well, that's always the way it is. But he was talking about the Columbia student that they have arrested or detained or whatever, and they're going to deport him. I don't think they've arrested him, but they've snatched him up.
Ice grabbed him, but I don't know. I shared that. I think we're talking about that. You said
I have it on here.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just going to tell you this
as to he has a green card and stuff. So
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, and everybody's sitting there saying, "Well, this is freedom of speech and all." No.
Oh, for an American citizen, yes.
Well, that too, but then and we're going to get into this about protests. What's a protest and what's a fucking riot? You know what I mean?
There's peaceful protest.
There he is.
Soft wins.
So anyhow,
for that.
So Aaron was in there, and you want to call him stupid because he's dumb. He's got dumb takes anymore. I can't believe once his wife left the show, and then you saw it really unmasked everything because she kind of kept the show light and airy, and I don't know. He didn't look as dumb. He didn't seem as dumb when she was there. But now that she's gone,
was he smarter of two? Not to disparage her. Was he the smarter of two dumb people?
They would go back and forth. You know what I mean? They would go back and forth, and she would kind of a little bit like what you
like what we do. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm dumb. Yeah.
No. I didn't say that. Stop putting words in my mouth and stop doing that. Stop you. You stop that. You soften it. You soften the Jamingo. She softened the M-hole. So
the a-hole. Yeah.
Right. You soften this a-hole. She softened that a-hole.
Yay. Duchess, asshole softener.
I need that on a fucking jug. I need that like on a Downy bottle. Duchess, asshole softener. Speaking of asshole softener,
I'll have Jason get right on that. Make you a mug.
We got the love coach is making another appearance.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Some of those things you put up, I was like, oh my God.
I found the website.
Did your computer explode?
No. I got to tell you, it was a very well done site.
Organized website.
Yeah, it's a great place to go and get things for your drawer of shame.
Oh my God.
It really is.
It was
look, there's nothing wrong with having some.
It's back. We have to pull it back up again. It's in our Insta. You got to scroll down a bit. You'll have the whole. Yeah.
The name for this segment is Foreplay. Soften that asshole. Okay, don't yell at me. I used to read Playboy for the articles. No, but I'm saying if there's two consenting adults and they would like something that would enhance the lovemaking or sex dynamic, why not? Why not do it? You know, if you can make somebody's ball sack taste like strawberries or blueberries, why not do it? Well, I'm
I'm
not
seeing a
lying.
delay.
You're seeing a
Like I
delay. Well, it
see,
might
I
be.
hear you. I hear
First of all,
you.
are you plugged in? Are you plugged in? Or are you
No,
sitting there? Yeah.
no. Let
See,
me go get it. Someone keeps unplugging
I mean, go get it.
me.
See, this is what we do. Jamingo wants food in bed. No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that sometimes a woman's essence could use a little freshening up. You know, what if it's what if you don't want to take the tuna boat to Chinatown? What if you want to, freshen it up with a little bit of blueberry or strawberry? Make it a fruit salad or something like that. I don't know, like a parfait. What's wrong with that? Why would that? Why why would you do that? I can't believe more people don't. To be honest with you, it seems stupid if you don't. You're there for fun. You should make it enjoyable. I don't understand it, but boy, do people get all jacked up when you start talking about it. And she's got some pretty neat stuff. Does StreamYard combine all the chats? No. Once we start this StreamYard, that's it. This is the StreamYard we're going to use for the show. We're not going to do something different. You know, once we get to, let's see, what time is it? Yeah, we'll start at 6:30. So we got another 11 minutes. Just spray a couple pumps of Elon's cologne, Musk. Every sperm finds its mark. What were we talking about the other? Oh, we're talking about the essence of Heb, which is not the same. I watch on Twitter, which I never do. That's another thing. That's another thing. I got some. We redid the website. I did the website for Brand X. So I have it in the same places I have the Boomer Bunker website. And I like it. I'll show it to you guys when we get to that part of it. But I don't know why. We've talked about this. Where you're supposed to plug your computer into the interwebs so you don't have any problems with it. Because Wi-Fi can get a little sketchy sometimes. So you always got to hardwire in. It's one of Jamingo's rules of podcasting. Hardwire in whenever you can. But yeah, everybody's freaking out over the NFL. You know, players are leaving. I don't think it's that bad. Gonna have to get where Duchess says, you know, you got to hit record. Well, I'm gonna have to get one that says we're not early. This is a foreplay. Is what we're calling this. We decided since we were pre-gaming for about a half hour. No, my clock's not broken. This isn't even the show. We haven't started the show yet because Duchess hasn't plugged in. Well, she's plugged in now.
Yes.
Okay. I was saying that when we have to have, you know how I have to have a checklist to press record? I got to have one that holds up, say, are you plugged in? Yeah. I have a thing that I put over. So right here where it says record, well, we can't do that now. Where it says record, I have a piece of paper so I can't see where the mouse goes to hit record unless I hit record over here, which probably should have hit record anyhow.
Are we not recording?
Well, we're recording here in StreamYard.
All right, well.
But I'm not recording on my Rodecaster Duo. the Cadillac of mixes.
Thanks for his.
Then I found out.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I found out that Mac can't do the 4th, so we're going to move it to the 18th.
Nice.
So it should be a good
changed
show.
Your whole schedule around for Mac.
Yeah, it's me. I'm always changing my schedule around.
Yeah. Did you say to Sparky we weren't early? We're just kind of fucking around.
I told Sparky, but he doesn't. Okay. I'm not sure if he understands what's going on. We've blown everybody's mind. They think this is the show, but it isn't really the show. It's the show before the show.
Show before the show. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
This way
that's
I
what we
can
do. We just keep you on your
kinda
toes.
get in here with the people that are hanging with us and see if they got any questions, any topics that they want us to touch on.
Oh, did you check voicemails?
I did check voicemails. We got one.
Oh,
And I checked the website voicemail also.
nice.
Yeah, and we fix all our issues pre-show.
I
We
just did.
Yep. Mhm. We do all that too.
I did go back and watch the the bunker from the other night. Oh my god.
So you
So
watch. I never watch it. I only listen to it.
well, I listened to it, and then but I like to watch. I guess I like to watch because I think our reactions are just as funny, and because I know we reacted, so I like to watch. I like to
Mhm.
watch. So,
Like
but
15.
oh,
I need that.
oh my god. Anyway, so
Yeah. This see now here, soft. Here's the thing. This is where you play music. You play music for like 15 minutes. Nobody wants to 3 minutes of music is all
yeah,
you need. That's it.
yeah. John thinks it should just be quick. So
Well, I'm waiting for the show to start, and we don't know when the show you have it listen, if you're gonna have 15 minutes of music or whatever the fuck you do, because
right.
it's way too long, you need a countdown. You need a countdown clock so people know where to go. Or
Okay, I do. I do like the idea of a countdown clock if you're gonna have more music for a bit. Yeah.
right.
So, but I don't mind music before. At least I know something's coming. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, see, Soft, he listens to all those other nitwits over there like,
Oh.
Johnny the Blade Caprio,
Is
whatever
that
his
he
name is.
still a thing?
He's still a thing, I
Oh,
think.
okay. All right. Well,
And,
good on Johnny.
he's way, way down the list of,
Oh.
people now in the Dabbleverse, like, he's on the Z ring. He's like
Uh-oh.
He's
Did
like
he mess up?
Pluto. Sometimes he's a planet, sometimes he's not.
Yeah. That you know what that is a universe that eats its young
Yes.
constantly. Like so it's like you're in, you're out, you're up, you're down, you're here, you're there. They don't
Like,
want you. They all want you.
he took his hat off now and he's growing his bangs out.
Bangs. Didn't he have a buzz cut?
When he used to have, like, these little tiny bangs, like, maybe, like, a quarter inch, and he had this
Oh,
big giant forehead.
hey, Bruce.
Hey there. How's it going,
Hey
Bruce?
there.
Uh,
We're just
but
messing around. We're gonna start the
yeah,
show
we're
with
gonna
you.
start at 6:30 normally,
We're
but I
just
said normally we get
chit-chatting.
back here and Duchess and I talk about things.
We
So I
do.
figured, what the hell? Let's just go early and
Let's chat
this
with our
is
friends.
right. I said pregame, and then all of a sudden it had to be foreplay because our audience is filthy.
We love them.
We
And
love
we love them for it.
right.
It's all worth it. It's all fun.
Mhm.
Good lord.
Um,
What is that?
I actually listened to your boy from Grand Rapids today. He was
Who?
all
Who? That
what?
moron?
Yes,
Oh.
your favorite moron.
Mhm.
Um,
Good for him. The hardest working podcaster around.
he was yelling. He was yelling.
Really? Oh, that's shocking.
He was yelling at the chat again. That's my favorite Eric, is the Eric that yells at the chat because they're not chatting correctly. They apparently
You
he has a
you know
this
I
is what he
can't
said.
read the chat and do stuff at the same time.
They were for whatever story he was going over. Apparently the chat got what he
Oh,
just
they got ahead of him?
no he
Oh,
they started saying racist things. And he says, "Oh yeah, you guys sound like that other show, the ones the Zaniacs watch."
you mean the good one? Oh, I said it. You mean the one that's fun and we
Right.
encourage people and we're
Well,
supportive? Well,
listen,
I am. You're just mean.
there if
Like you
you're
said, Duchess loves everyone.
right, if your sphincter can be loosened a little bit,
Yeah.
if it isn't so tight that you couldn't pound a pin up it with a 15-pound sledgehammer, you might enjoy this show. But if you're all tweaked out about words and comedy, then, maybe not. If it's too much, if you need your comedy politically correct, this ain't the show for you.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
for sure.
Coach says he's never done anybody dirty except Jamingo, but you worked through it, which I am glad about. Sort of worked through it. However you ding dongs work through stuff. You just yell at
Right.
each other and then you move on.
Mhm. I was talking the other day about how I met all these guys and how I don't even know how I started in the Discord, how I ended up in Dave's Discord. But when I first went into Dave's Discord, it was a fist fight. It's
I
funny
bet.
because, you know me, I'll wade into the fucking den of lions. I don't
Oh,
care.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen it. You just roll in like, "Ugh."
Yeah, I just come in and
Like a
like,
what is it like you're a bear? Rah.
I'm here, bitches. Anybody got anything to say? I don't care.
What is it in Kill Bill? Now's the fucking time. Yeah.
That's a movie I've never seen. I've never seen Kill Bill or Kill Bill 2. I haven't
I
seen
think
either
they're
one of those.
good. I think they're good. I am not a Quentin Tarantino fan,
No.
but the cast was excellent, and, it's if have you seen Pulp Fiction?
Oh, I
Sometimes,
love
like, the
Pulp Fic
pieces are put together,
Yeah,
like,
I love Pulp
differently.
Fiction.
Like, there's this, but it goes back, and then it comes
Right.
forward again. It does that.
Yeah, see, that's
Um
confusing. That's the thing about Pulp Fiction. Fixing. God damn it.
Ding,
Pulp
one more time.
Fiction.
There you go. Good
I
job. Fiction.
I don't like that back and where it goes back because I'm like, where the fuck are we? I'm confused.
I watch movies for this. I don't read books. I don't go backwards. No, it transitions smoothly. Like you know where you are. It doesn't flip so quickly. There is like current and then it goes back to relive a moment to make you understand what's coming next.
It's really weird. I always think Pulp Fiction is like a movie of movies. Like, in
Yeah,
other words, it's like a
it
bunch of
certainly
short
is.
stories.
Yeah. It really is.
Yeah, I kinda yeah. That's one of my favorite movies, Pulp Fiction.
I think you'd like Kill Bill. Uma Thurman's
I'll
great in
probably
it.
watch it.
I
I,
would.
I'm a big Uma Thurman fan.
Oh, you'll like her in this.
Hold
All right,
on,
so we start the show.
let me see what time it is. I guess I'll start the show.
All right, we're gonna officially start.
We're gonna
Thank you for
officially
joining
start
us
the show.
pregame, folks. Stick around.
Alright, I already hit the recorder,
Okay.
and then
Do we do an intro or is it just like, oh, we just continue?
Shh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
here we go.
My bad.
We're from Jersey, baby, 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 baby. And you're not.
Back your hips up, down, up, down.
We're from Jersey, baby. From Jersey, baby. We're from Jersey, baby. We're from Jersey, baby. Baby, 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 and you're not.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the Boomer Bunker. I am the Duchess. Speaking on behalf of John Domingo, everything we say or discuss on this show is for entertainment purposes. If you disagree with anything either of us says on this show, and you're not operating motor vehicle or under the influence of alcohol or narcotics, please feel free to tell us your thoughts in the chat. If you're listening to this as a downloaded podcast file, you can write to us at boomer.bunker@gmail.com or tweet us at boomer_bunker on X. My advice is to look at the world we live in, realize you complaining to us about it isn't fixing anything, and then continue on with your life. If anything we say during the show offends you, please feel free to watch a different stream, shut the podcast off, or smash your device with a hammer. Boomer Bunker is not liable for damages to equipment by choosing the latter. If you have made it this far into the show and have decided you can live with these terms, then by all means, give your balls a tug, slap yourself in the face a few times, grab a cup of whatever pisses you off, and please enjoy the show.
You keep probing me, boy. Why can't you just enjoy all the kinds of loving I am happy to let in? But you keep on insisting that your rod go ass in. No, 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 can't go in my back door. Candy, flowers, fancy cars won't help you get it in. How'd you like if I did it to you? Up in your poop chute, the way this thing's going, all my holes be closing. No, 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 can't go in my back door.
All right, you guys, podcast time. We got the equipment and the perfect business plan. Give our show away for free and tell no one how to find it. Ready? I'm going to start a podcast that has no focus, and it'll take up an inordinate amount of time.
Hey, everybody. Welcome into the Thursday edition, the Vision
The
of the
division?
Boomer Bunker podcast. I'm one of your hosts, John Domingo. And to my right, and if you're listening, it doesn't matter, the person that makes us switch between Wednesdays and Thursdays, that would be the Duchess.
That would be me. My apologies.
You know what I'm like? I'm like the fat old Italian grandmother that's having something and she's afraid she's not going to have enough food. So she makes so much food that she sends
Yes.
everybody home with like a cooler full of food afterwards. And you leave and you're like Thanksgiving full, you're suffocated.
Yep.
Well, that's what I do here on the Boomer Bunker podcast when I get ready to do a show because I'm afraid we might run out of topics to take care of.
I know. And we know
And
you don't like
I
any
don't like silence.
pause in conversation whatsoever.
No pauses. No pauses.
Just go to take a deep breath and it's like, next topic.
I don't think I do. I think I've calmed down a little bit.
Yeah. I like the conversational segues.
Yes. And I always wanted to be able to
Just
take.
ram it in there dry. It's not good.
No, it's never good when you ram it in there dry. It
No.
hurts.
You gotta be smooth.
Yeah.
Ease it in. Ease into it.
Ease into it. You're absolutely right. So I've always wanted to be able to take live calls here on the show. I always thought that would be a great idea. And then I was listening to a podcast today that actually took live calls.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that anymore because by the time they got into like the third or fourth call, I wanted to throat punch the people that they
You were
brought.
done. Yeah.
Oh my God, they don't know how to, like, in other words, they get on there and then they start asking, how you doing? No one cares. Get to your fucking point. I don't know if you've ever called into a radio station before.
A couple times.
Okay. So when the producer gets on, I'm going to put you on hold. When you get on there, don't ask everybody how they're doing. Everybody's fine. Get right to your point. And that's the way you're supposed to do it.
You can't help it though. Like it's such a response. Be like, hey, blah blah, and you're like, hey, how are you? Like it pops out.
Focus, Duchess, son. Focus. You have to focus and you got to know it when you got to dram it in there dry when they say, when you hear that, when you come on, because whenever they put you, they pop you on.
Showtime. You hear that?
You hear that, and then you're ready to go, and you just say, you know something, you know what I don't like? You don't sit there and ask them a bunch of questions. You get right into it.
No grinds my gears. Yeah.
These callers had nothing to say, and the conversation is so cringy that I'm like, oh my God. And they have no point. And they think they're the funniest, and they think whatever they had to say was the most amazing thing. I would have hung up on them. That's one of the things I used to love about Howard Stern. Howard Stern taught his callers how to call in the show. Like if they called in and he didn't do something, he'd blip them right out of there.
Yeah, it's like teaching your chat a lesson.
Yeah, it's like teaching your chat a lesson. It is kind of like teaching.
But it depends how bright your chat is. We have magnificent chats.
Some. But the thing is, the ones that are no good, we don't bring their chat up. I will say this.
Most everybody gets brought up.
Our chat is amazing. And our chat actually enhances the show. It's it's like salt and pepper. It's the seasoning that makes the show good.
Sparky looks around the chat. You too, Sparky.
Oh my goodness.
You hit record, right? Just
I hit record. Yes, I know what I'm doing.
I know, but you have a lot that's on your plate.
I do have a lot. Like I said, I come in here and I
running
the show. I produce the show on the fly. I don't have 6 people behind the glass bringing up clips and stuff like that. I do this all.
There's no Fred the producer here. Yeah.
Right. With a quarter of the brain power that I once had. It's amazing that I could do this. Like when I go back and look at what I've done, I'm amazed that I actually get what I'm supposed to get done.
I know. You do a great job.
You are the dirty spoon that stirs the stew. Maybe.
Well,
maybe.
The chat? Nah. The clean spoon. Well, maybe not so clean.
No, I almost
definitely not you, Bud Bugger.
It's the seasoning. It's what you put into the stew that enhances the flavor. I'm serious when I say that.
Yeah, Bruce.
Dirty Sanchez?
No.
I don't know. But speaking of Dirty Sanchez's.
Oh, it's a terrible segue.
I have the Love Coach is back with some more products. So here you go.
How do you like your pickles? If you want your pickles a little longer or you like a wider pickle, they make amazing extenders. And they've been a complete game changer in the bedroom for so many couples. Slide the ring on the Boys Down South and slip the OG pickle right on in. Everyone's a winner with these extenders. Have yours and some amazing other treats for couples by going over to my page where you'll see the link.
Okay.
All right. I have no idea what she's talking about. She talked
The
so
reason
fast
she can't
and
the
held things
reason
up
she can't
quickly.
okay, so what it is, it's a
Mhm.
penis extender.
Well, I mean,
And a lot
I got it from the yeah.
okay, but she can't show it because if she shows it, then she could get you know what I mean? You can get thrown off of the stream. You can get
Her socials. Gotcha.
right, exactly. So this thing is I guess it's rubber, I don't know. Anyhow, I'm gonna give her a plug.
So to speak.
She's at thelovecoach.com. She's got a website.
LOVE?
LUVE.
All right,
The link will
love.
be in the show notes. The link for the Love Coach will be in the show notes.
Sparky says he said plug.
He said plug.
And Budbugger says she definitely bleaches her butthole.
You think she bleaches her butthole? She might. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
So last episode we had the man pleasure, the masturbator, the one with the googly eyes on it.
Yeah, that was spooky looking. I'm sorry.
Okay. And people, I got a lot of feedback where people are like, I wouldn't use that thing. That looks like it would hurt. Okay.
It does
Whatever.
look like it would hurt. It was very
I understand
boxy
that.
looking.
All right. So I want to ask the chat and I'm going to ask Duchess. What do you think that love masturbator, the googly eyed masturbator, how much do you think that costs?
Oh, that would have to be. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. $149.
$149. Okay.
I
Let's
guess.
play. What's that? The Price is Right. Let's play The Price is Right with
higher or lower.
all right. Well, let's see. Let's see if the chat comes up with anything as far as prices.
All
Now,
right.
I just told them the website so they can go. God damn it. $299. All right. So it's $299. So anybody
Budbugger says price is
say
right. It would say
$1.
dollar.
Okay, so it's under $149.
Pellerito said
Mike says
150.
$150. All
Of
right.
course you did, because I said 149.
Okay. Is there any other people coming in? We'll just take like maybe two more if anybody else
Yeah,
comes in
if
with a
anybody
price.
wants to throw in a price. I don't see anything.
If anybody goes to the website, they'll get it right away
Oh.
because it's on the website.
Bruce says $19.99.
$19.99.
But wait,
There's more.
with this special offer.
You can't go over. That's the problem. You can. It's
Okay.
not the closest, but you can't go over.
All right.
All right. So the price is $229 for that thing.
Pellerito got it.
So
He
you
said
got
He said 150 and Sparky said 299.
$299 is over. So yeah,
So how much? 249 did you say?
$229 for that.
29.
Now the
That-
pickle extender,
Ooh.
that is relatively cheap. I think it's like $39, $36 or $39.
No, it's probably what like silicone.
Yeah. You just
Something
take the
washable.
ring and you dangle your boys in there
Oh,
and that holds it on.
that kind of clamps them together, kind of
Yeah,
a thing.
it clamps it on. And then
Sounds hot.
and then you take the extender on the tuna boat to Pound Town, I guess. I don't know.
Ew.
Sorry.
No, it's just. I mean, hey, you do you. I'm all,
Exactly.
what is it? I don't want to yuck somebody's yum, but not mine.
I don't want to yuck somebody's yum.
So somebody clearly people love that stuff because there's websites dedicated to it. I mean, shit. I walk down the aisle in Walmart and they're in a glass case, like right there.
Yeah.
And they don't even call them like massagers. They're just like whatever they are. I'm like, okay,
Yep. Yeah. Well, have you ever heard of the Velvet Tees? Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you the Velvet Tees. Whoops, where it is. Here it is.
It's gonna stick. I mean, you gotta set this to your height. And you press the button and turn it on. I can't show you the rest. Stick it to your glass coffee table and do your morning squats. Lots of speeds, tuna power, velvety soft. Great for the lady taco, but also awesome in that chocolate starfish. All new Velvet Tees suction cup. Head over to my profile to get this and other spicy goodies curated just for you in my shop.
How about that, huh?
just click it on the wall there.
Right on the shower, and you hear the backup alarm. Beep, beep, beep.
That's wow.
Uh-huh.
Well, I would be careful in the shower. I mean, the floor's slippery. So
Yeah, you don't want to slip.
you don't need EMS coming in. And that's what you're holding on to, like to try to pull
Right.
yourself up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly not on your glass coffee table. Oh my God, no. One wrong move and
You know what? Where is my other? I can't remember where I think I lost the video for this. I didn't find the video for this. Twitch didn't notify me to start from the beginning. This was
Sorry,
just a free game. We're only in it a couple minutes.
yeah, we did just start. It was we jumped on a little
Yeah,
early
we're
just
we're about
for
12 minutes
fun.
in. That's all. This next one is I guess it helps the female in case, she's tired, or it's an enhancement of you know what? I can't explain it. I'll just show it to you.
Okay.
Maybe you can help me out here. Wait a minute. Where is it? Here we go.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Oh.
10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper, underground methods.
Oh,
There you go.
Okay, it's like a spreader bar,
It's a
really.
spreader bar. That's
Like
what it is.
Cuffs. Looks like cuffs
Right.
for your ankles
Yeah.
and
There
your
you
hand.
go.
Oh, well.
Get them up, ladies. Pick them up.
Sparky says a little bit S&M. A little bit.
Well,
Maybe a bit.
it just makes it a little easier.
No, I guess you could hang them like a deer. I suppose.
Look at dear. They also have one. It's like it goes over the door. You put it over the door and you shut the door, and it has to be a sturdy door. It's not one of those
I was
fiber
gonna
doors.
say, you're not using one of those hollow core motherfuckers.
And
You
it
better get
has
an
a seat.
oak door.
It has a seat. Yeah, and it also has straps for ankles, and you can use it in and it's adjustable to use in many, many different ways. Yeah. I was like, wow.
Wouldn't
Okay.
you bang up against the door?
I would imagine you could bang up against the door. Mhm.
That'd be fun,
Yeah.
like walking down the hallway. You just hear oh my god.
I'm a big fan of the love coach.
The love coach.
The love coach.
we should try to interview her.
I
Oh
would
my
love
god.
to interview her.
How fun would that be? Maybe that could be something we could try.
That would be fun. Again, you talk to
Let's discuss
people.
that.
You talk to people about, things. And again, between two consenting adults, something that would be, I don't see the harm. I really don't see the harm.
No, that's what floats your boat,
Right. Well,
I
these
can't imagine every single person wants the exact same thing.
Of course not.
I mean, I guess the end result, yes, but how to
Right.
get there is there's a lot of paths.
Yeah.
I think. Well,
What do I know? Apparently, these
Oh my.
things are tested by the love coach.
How did they say how much the other two products were? Because
They
the
did. I did
suction
not
cup
write
thing.
it down. The
Okay.
suction cup thing, I should have wrote the price down. I didn't
That's
have
okay.
that.
That's right.
I don't want to bring up the love coach's website in here because you might get us banned from one of these.
One of our platforms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Come on, and it's everything,
The bookie face, definitely.
every place that I always say it's adult content. Is this explicit? Yes, yes, yes. We're adults here. We talk about adult topics and use adult language. Us men want the lady in the sheets, but a freak in the bed. Yeah,
Lady in the street.
lady in the street, freak in the sheets.
Freak.
Yeah. That's it.
Yes.
So the Only Girl fans, providers, they're all stepping it up because they got to outdo. One's got to outdo the other. Remember, we had
They gotta out hoe
women-
each other. Yeah.
right to try and out hoe each other. So we had the one that banged 100, and then she wanted to bang 1,000, and then the one was pregnant. So then the other one said she was pregnant,
Oh my god, stop.
and then we had the one that
That's gonna be a little baby. That's gonna be some massive, disgusting thing.
so then the one with the 100 that she banged 100 guys. She said, "You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to all the old folks' homes, and I'm going to bang all the old guys."
Ew.
Right? Remember
Well-
that last week we did that?
We
Last
did.
Monday we did that.
We didn't.
We didn't
talk-
do the one Monday.
No, we didn't.
I didn't put that up there. See,
I know.
again, I see. This is the thing. I do the show before the show. I
We
can't
didn't
believe
even
I didn't put
talk
that up.
about it. We didn't even talk about it.
We didn't.
No.
I find that hard to believe.
Go back and listen.
Okay, and listen. It's not that I don't.
Well,
believe you.
Either way, the
Right.
fact that I don't know. Yeah, see, Sparky's a fan. He says he didn't. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so I didn't do that.
So this OnlyFans creator going to nursing homes? Does she?
She was going.
Who's scheduling her for that? She just walks in like, hey.
Well, she wanted to find her oldest fan. So then she went to find her oldest fan, and now I got to find.
Oh, so I guess she put up on her OnlyFans, like, if you're at a nursing home, I'll come visit you if you send me money or whatever, if you're near me.
Right.
Ugh. Well, I mean,
let me see if I can get to 301. Maybe if I can bring up the. I could have sworn I talked about that. I'm really upset about that.
She's gonna give those old men a heart attack. Well, maybe she's gonna hope that she's in the will.
I don't have it here.
I
Somewhere
guess they go out with a smile on their face.
That's probably why I don't have it in here, because
Yeah, we didn't talk about it.
we didn't talk about it.
Lisa says they'll die with a happy ending and
Yeah,
a smile
so
on their face for sure.
So the same lady, Lily Phillips,
Okay.
she was going and she found her oldest fan, and she went over there, and apparently she banged him, and then his buddies were there. It was a major topic on Brand X. God damn it! I knew I did it. I knew I did it somewhere.
I don't even remember hearing it on Brand X. I might have tuned that out, but honestly, I don't recall it at all.
Okay.
But
I knew I'm thinking I'm crazy here.
Well,
last week I did like 3 podcasts in 5 days.
You got to start remembering what shows.
And I don't remember anything. Like, I'll get done here, and then someone will say to me, "What did you just talk about tonight?" And I'll go, "I don't know."
I could probably pull 1 or 2 topics out and then be like, "Oh, we talked about a bunch of stuff." It's, I do the same thing.
All right, I say all that to say this. There's another one in there, and now what she wants to do is she wants to go and bang somebody from every country.
Okay, congratulations.
Everybody just wants to hear that I'm a slut, and I am.
That's right. Coco is a flag collector. She travels the world having sex with gorgeous dudes that she finds interesting, and then immediately after they leave in the Uber, goes to the souvenir shop and buys a tiny little flag to add to her United Nations bedroom.
I've got over 40 so far.
All right, so she's banged 40 guys from 40 different countries. And now, and again, you know, it's not like she won't just, like if she bangs a British guy or somebody from somewhere, but she actually will tell you now who the best and the worst are. All right, ready? Here we go.
Have you found there's a certain nationality that are great in bed?
Arabs and the Indians are going to eat that booty like groceries.
I feel I'm blushing right now.
I've had so many Indian men. Australian men need to step it up a little bit.
What are we doing wrong?
You're just not putting in any effort, and you need to wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
What?
I love a tradie, and their hands are so strong, but they really need to scrub under their nails. I've been with a lot of Europe.
Yeah.
And what do you find there?
My first guy from Germany was really, really boring.
I have been with a couple of British guys.
I've had a really good experience with a British guy, but they were always messy party experiences.
Yeah, the best.
I like Latino.
Okay, so who do you think the best now? She likes Latinos. So who do you think, if you could say which country would be the best?
I was going to say she'd probably pick South America, maybe Brazil or something like that.
They're spicy. They're caliente.
There.
Listen, guys, I don't have much of Asia, so if you guys want to come see me in Gold Coast.
Oh, well, thanks, Coco, so much for coming in. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck with the Asians.
Yes.
Okay, so.
Wow, that was fascinating.
Okay.
Well,
you were right. The guys she likes the best were from Brazil. I'm shocked.
Carnival. No, I mean,
her name is Coco Bay. Coco Bay.
Coco the Ho Ho.
Coco the Ho Ho. That might be the title of the episode.
Coco
the Ho Ho. God damn, I gotta write that down. Coco the Ho Ho. Because I'll never remember that.
Did Deuce and Joe put your paper back after they made you get it for their trivia contest?
No. I have notebooks all over it, so it doesn't matter. Okay. All right. So anyhow, so what she's doing is you have to have a passport. So you have to show your passport, because you can't be in Colombia and be a guy from Britain. That doesn't work. She got to get a real Colombian. So she's got 40 of them so far. She's an adult star. She used to be a waitress. Okay.
No way. She's an adult star? That's shocking.
I know. She was a waitress.
Oh,
And
they
then,
always are. Yeah.
right. Then she moved to bartending.
Yeah.
And then she started dancing.
And she went to Congress. I mean,
And then,
she
wait,
started dancing.
no, what happened was the pandemic,
Joking.
COVID. She couldn't dance anymore because all the strip clubs were closed. So she decided to go to OnlyFans. And then she was doing OnlyFans. See how the progression goes?
Yeah.
She was doing OnlyFans, but she was only doing like naked poses and stuff like that. And then she got into porn. And let me just tell you something about
Well,
this.
that's where the money comes in.
This little Spitfire just won 2024 AVN Awards for the
Wow.
Ultimate Oral Content Creator, the Supreme Solo Content Creator,
Mhm.
and the favorite female indie creator. So,
Alright. So, what was the first one she won?
Ultimate Oral Content Creator.
What does that mean? Oral
What
in
do you
what
mean?
way? Like, or that's her porn award?
Yeah,
For best
great
oral?
she's great at giving oral
So she's
head.
the best podcaster who
She's the
gives
best
a
at head.
blowjob.
Yes,
Oh, that's
blowjob. She's
okay.
blowjob queen. There we go.
Okay. But
And
as
then
a content creator, like they put them in
right.
specific. Okay.
Yes, and then she's the Supreme Solo Creator.
Wow.
So, maybe she would use that thing that you stick to the wall.
Oh God.
That would work. And then she's like, it's almost like winning the MVP of AVN Awards, where she is the favorite female indie creator. In other words, she doesn't have a company that she works for or anything. It's just her
What?
all by herself. She's like we're indie podcasters. She's
Right.
an indie
Porn star.
porn creator. Yes.
Nice.
Mhm.
All right. Well, free right white and over 21. So, well, free and over 21. I guess white doesn't even matter. I don't even think she is, but it doesn't matter. Free and over 21. So good on her.
Right. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Do whatever you want, right?
But fucker says a real rags to bitches story.
I went from rags to bitches.
Yeah. She's
Again,
the CEO and the janitor of her own company. Yes,
that's
spot on.
right.
Spot on.
She rides the broom, writes the checks.
All the way to the bank. Good on
Oh,
her. What does she worth? Do we have a value on her?
I
or-
did not get how much she's worth.
We're good.
But
I just don't want to be sad.
no,
What?
you
What?
don't-
To look up what's her name?
Coco Bay.
Coco Bay.
Coco
C-O-C-O.
COBAE.
Oh, Bay. Okay.
Bay, yeah.
Coco Bay. AAE. Worth, I guess, right?
Yes. Does anything come up? Maybe she has a chance.
Yeah. I'm not seeing it right here. But 4 years ago, it said she became the first YouTuber to earn $1 million through super chats.
Whoa.
But that was a few years ago. Now I'm sure people are slaying it now. But
Mm-hmm. There you go.
let's see here.
The super chats.
I love super chats. They're fun. Net worth. Yeah, it doesn't.
Nothing.
I don't see it immediately. Certainly. And she's also she's like 36, 37 years old.
37. Yeah, she's long in the tooth.
Yeah, she's an old hoe. I mean,
Yes.
good. I mean, whatever, I mean, no shame, but she is. I mean,
Right.
I don't know how much YouTube takes of that.
30%.
Woof. So
me
she
see.
hit 1 million, but then immediately took it away.
Yeah, there she is. Not bad for 37. Look
I
that
can't
bad
say
for
anything.
37. There she was. I was when she was on the show. That's a kind of a yeah.
That's her natural look.
That's the
her every
natural
day.
look. Not
Yeah,
bad.
you go up one is like a fuck ton of highlighter on that nose. Look at that nose contour. No.
Oh, yeah.
Down a little more. A little
Oops.
more.
What are you talking about? Wait a minute.
Scroll down.
Okay,
To
I'm
the
going
next
down.
there, right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
See how like her nose is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of thinned it out a little bit.
Well, yeah, because it's a little bit of a runway, but that's all right.
Mhm.
Budweiser says she's 36, 37, 38.
Goddamn right she is.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Next story.
Probably
This
on
one's-
X Hamster, but don't ask me how I know, says Bruce. What is Hamster?
I don't know what
What is
he's
X
talking about.
Hamster? Is that a porn thing?
Like maybe.
I have no idea what that is.
I don't know.
I'm not. I Just by the way he wrote that, I'm not Googling that. So, just saying. But
Yeah,
okay.
just say that.
Okay.
Female funeral home worker cut off dead man's penis and stuffs it in his mouth because he was a sex offender.
Oops.
Oops, a daisy.
I hate when that happens.
I know.
You know what? She don't look sad about it at all. She has
Amber Laudermilk, 34, was accused of taking a scalpel to 58-year-old Charles Roy Rodriguez while she was overseeing the convicted sex perp's body at a memorial mortuary and cemetery or crematory in Houston last month. She stabbed him twice before castrating him and shoving his remains down his throat. She carried out the alleged mutilation in front of the embalming student.
Damn.
She said to him, "You didn't see anything."
Oh, he's not going to bleed, you know? I mean.
Yeah. All right. So my question is, here's here's the sex offender. So there's the
guilty.
guy.
Totally guilty.
Really?
He just looks guilty. Yeah.
He looks guilty. Okay.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
So I dug into the story as one does.
Mm-hmm.
I have some questions.
Okay.
All right. So he was charged with sexually assaulting a 31-year-old woman in 2001. Now, he just died. He was 58. So in 2001, he was he was around
24 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's around the same age as this woman that he was convicted of sexually assaulting. Now, I don't know the case. I have no idea. But okay. I mean, it could have been a case of regret. I don't know. You don't never know or whatever. But anyhow, he was convicted. So I think he did like 4 months in jail. Oh, no. I'm sorry. He was given a decade of probation. I don't know. Decade of probation. That's a lot.
That's a long time. Yeah.
Right. He also had to go on the sex offenders website. All right. So now methinks that this woman here might have had a problem back in the day where she might have been assaulted. Pudbugger says the shirt's a crime. I didn't even pay attention to the shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. He's styling. He does look a little bit sex offending. He probably bedazzled his jeans.
Yeah, he's got that Joe Hardy. Is it the Hardy
kind of thing?
Is it Joe Hardy? Yeah.
So now the poor guy dies of natural causes. He goes to his last resting place, and this lady here cuts off his member and shoves it in his mouth. Now, from what I understand from funeral homes, when they embalm you, from what I understand, they stitch your mouth shut. So she probably shoved it in there and then was going to stitch his mouth shut. No one would have been the wiser. But apparently, the kid that
the embalmers probably said something.
Not the embalmer, but the kid that she did it in front of, the one she said not to say anything.
Yeah.
The student didn't want to get in trouble, so he ratted her out.
As he should. I mean,
okay. I'm
torn. Personally, yes, rip his balls off. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't have a dog in this fight. I kind of believe that, he's already dead. What's the big deal? I think they open you up anyhow. Don't they open you up and gut you anyhow?
Well, I think they take it. Well, yeah, I think they remove some stuff when they embalm you. I don't know. I haven't researched it. But I think if you're going to have a service, I think that's when they do a lot of the stitching. So my guess is maybe he wasn't going to have a service. Maybe they were just going to, I don't know. They embalmed him. So I guess maybe they were going to do something. Or they were just going to elect the Pope with him. I don't know. I guess do you embalm him if you're going to do that? I don't know.
This case was about two troubled people, the victim who was a registered sex offender and the defendant who was accused of viciously attacking the dead body. Really? I mean, is that thing? No matter what one thinks of life, the law requires that he be treated with dignity in death. She's charged with abuse of a corpse. And so there you go.
All right. So there's a couple. Lisa says totally on the sex offender list. Mike says, I don't think that dude requested penis for her last meal. Budbugger says she stuck it in his mouth so he could cross the river Styx.
Right.
And then I have a question out of left field from our buddy Weasel Canary Couch Hot Dog. who says, "Do we prefer lady boys or femboys?" John definitely likes the lady boys.
Again, I just want to say this again. I have to state my position.
Yeah, you protest a lot.
Excuse me. I enjoy the female form. All right. And the fact that they can get so close to looking like a female,
like a lady,
it's troubling. It is troubling. Now, I don't know what to tell you. I don't like men that look, I like ladies. And the fact, as far as I'm concerned, it's like getting a counterfeit bill.
I'm going to spend,
yeah.
They get all excited. $100. Oh, it's fake.
Yeah. This is what do they call it? False advertising. This is false advertising.
Oh no, the $100 bill took its top off.
And what was it? Lady boys, or what was the other one? Lady boys or
fem boys.
Yeah. What's the difference? What is the difference?
Well, I think it's just a feminine boy. Or the lady boy is probably more like plastic.
Yeah, I like ladies.
No boys.
Yeah, the boys. Cut the boys off and I'm fine. Like this lady did. The one at the nursing home. She cut the boys off. But still.
Budbugger says the Serpiconians are all binary.
Yeah, the Serpiconians. That's not it's not Serpiconians. They were called the Ebens. The Ebens. Let's get it right. Come on.
The Ebens and their nubbins.
The Ebens had no nubbins. Ebens had no nubbins.
I can't tell you how many times I listen to that. I laughed so hard every time.
No nubbins for the Ebens.
All right, if you hadn't listened, you got to listen to the episode before this. It's so funny.
We had a story about 12 astronauts that got on the alien spaceship and went to the planet Serpico. And the people there were called Ebens. And they learned from the Ebens all kinds of technology and
all the technology.
And then 2 of them stayed and 2 of them died there. And the rest came back and were sworn to secrecy. So,
yeah, because that's what we do.
Right. But they said they looked like they call them the Greys. They have gray bodies and big eyes, big black eyes, and like no mouth. And they talk telepathically. And apparently they had no nubbins.
You know, for the shit you don't remember, you remember a lot of this.
Selective memory. What do you want me to tell you?
Deep dive into the nubbins.
Deep dive into the Ebens nubbins. I'll tell you. I'm fascinated by UFOs. I don't know. I've always been a fan of it. Can I tell you? I don't think there's like the way I deflected the lady boys into the Ebens.
Well, the lady boys and the femboys. That's the Ebens and the nubbins.
The Ebens and the nubbins.
Oh God, I can't.
I hate you so.
I'm still laughing. We're laughing for 2 days.
Thank God I don't have another show until Monday.
No. I wish you had Brand X coming up this week so you could talk about this.
Good Lord. This poor gentleman here, he didn't have a good day. This
you had a bad day.
Yeah, this 18-year-old chap, he was found dead. Wow. This is Billie Jean Floyd. Apparently, Billie Jean Floyd was having a tryst, a sexual relationship with Jada Galston. The only problem
he was having a what?
He was having an affair. He was.
It's not the word you used.
What did I say?
I'm trying to. I want you to say it again.
I would say it again if you told me what it was. I don't even remember because I'm in the middle.
It started with a T. He had a
tryst.
A tryst. Okay.
Tryst.
Okay.
He had a Triscuit cracker.
No, tryst is correct. I thought you said a tryst. I was like, what the fuck is a tryst? Go ahead. Sorry.
So anyhow, he was in the bedroom and he was laying the coals to Jada. And just then, Jonathan Balick, 41. Whoops, where is he? This guy burst in.
That's
stabbed him several times until he was dead.
Oh my God.
Yes, it wasn't a good one. So then
she called. Is this a husband?
This was I guess they were separated, but he didn't really.
Oh man. So was he banging her at her house, and then this?
He
dude-
was banging her in the Tennessee woman's trailer, as they do. And Jada also received she was hospitalized with several stab wounds. Oh, Billy the Clown is back. Yes. Billy the Clown was laying the coals to Jada Golston.
He stabbed him with his penis.
Yep. The cheating wife initially told the police that the man had jumped on her boyfriend while they were in bed. When the cops arrived, they found Balick standing in the doorway covered in blood, with cuts in his hand. And then they found out that he was the caller's husband. His biggest concern appeared to be that the deadly attack might have ruined his marriage.
That probably finished it. That was probably.
I'm worried about my relationship with my wife due to the fact that I offed him.
Well, he admitted to it.
Mm-hmm. They found a
fork in that. I mean, a knife in that marriage.
Yes, they found Billie Jean Floyd. They found his remains in a trash can outside.
Oh my God! He took him outside and threw him in the garbage.
Yep. Floyd was known as Lil Bill. He enjoyed hunting, fishing, and fucking 31-year-olds.
Somebody else's wife, apparently.
Yeah,
gentlemen, don't go to trailer parks and fuck other men's wives, because there's a good chance you're gonna get stabbed.
I don't know if Billy probably didn't know what was going on. He didn't know she was married. Maybe, I don't know. How did they? None of them have the right last name.
None of them have matching names. No.
Yeah, Blaylock. He was the husband. 41. She's 31. Her last name was Golston. So I don't know what's going on here. But in Tennessee,
they were separated. It says.
It doesn't say. Doesn't say that. They said when the cops arrived, they found Blaylock standing in a doorway covered in blood with cuts on his hand. And he said the biggest thing that it might have, he was really worried it might have ruined his marriage because, I quote, "I am worried about my relationship with my wife due to the fact that I offed him." O-F-F-E-D. Offed him. Offered him.
So Bob says he lived in a trailer and he owned 5 of them in the same park on the ocean side, I guess. Did you experience any of that, Bob? I wonder.
Bob owned 5 trailers?
That's what he said.
Interesting. It's a very sexual show. Sex and murder. That's what the ladies like. Can't have sex. They want murder.
Well, you showed sex toys in the beginning, and now we're talking. You talk about a hoe who's banging everybody all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Bob says he only banged unmarried women. Well, if this poor schmuck didn't know any better.
Yeah, he probably didn't know any better. And this one guy jumps in and jumps on top of him, starts stabbing him.
Jumps on him like a fucking monkey. Like,
yeah.
Can you imagine this poor dude is like, trying to finish. He's trying to get to home base, right? He's just, I'm almost there. And then this fucking dude kicks the door in.
Jumps on and
holy shit.
Stabs him multiple times.
Fuck that.
Yep. Poor guy.
People.
And then he cut his penis off and stuck it down his throat. Just kidding. I don't know.
I can't. The fact that he dragged him outside and put him in the trash can.
Well, he wanted to clean up.
He wanted to clean up.
No, he's not one of those messy murderers that leaves shit all over.
Well, but it was like Dexter, though. I mean, he didn't have. It was still a crime of passion.
He wasn't quite like Dexter.
I mean, he bloodied the place up. Dexter, really went
Dexter,
all out.
Dexter puts a lot of plastic down, so he can clean up.
He rolls people up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't watch Dexter. That's the guy who plays Dexter is he's almost too spooky for me to watch. Like he has murder eyes. I can't.
I know.
I've watched him in other shows. I don't like him.
As soon as you see him, you say, "Oh my God, there's Dexter. I hope he don't kill anyone."
Bob says, what was the husband supposed to do? Podcast hitman the guy?
Yeah. Just drag him down the basement. All right. So here's a topic that I found very, very interesting.
Okay.
Do men need women or do women need men? Or do we not need each other? This was an interesting video. I would like to play this and then we can discuss.
Okay.
Women do not need men to get bank accounts, houses. They have careers on their own.
No, you still rely on men. It's just indirect now. See, men have always been in between women and the real world. That your office job is not real life. here's another depiction of that. Here's men going out to face danger and build things on the outside in order to create a safe space for women on the inside. This is how it's always been, and it still is. You just don't understand that because you're too comfortable. Men still do all the hard work. If all women stopped working right now, we'd be fine. If all men stopped working, everyone would die. And that.
Your thoughts?
Well, you did just kind of fling this. I have some questions.
Let's discuss. What are the questions?
Well, is there more to this, or is that all we're hearing?
Well, I just wanted to see maybe I wanted you. All right, well, we'll continue on.
Let's roll with a little bit more on this.
Men make all the food and build all the houses and the walls, and they used to guard the border. I guess they gave up on that. Women have never done that and can't. Men still do all of the necessary things to create the space for you to have your girl bossing fun time. The way it works is that women are always really happy for men to do the hard, dangerous work until times are really good, until we build something better than this. And then you look around and you go, hey, men have more than us. No fair. You go to the government, which writes some laws for you, which makes you equal. And then you are disgusted by men who are equal to you. So without equality laws, it's very easy for women to find men they respect. And with equality laws, it's very difficult. And then everyone tells these men that they're worthless. And then they go, okay, well, I don't want to be this guy, so I'll just be this guy. And then they never grow up and they never do anything. And then you hate them even more. So your girl bossing crap is just not going to last very long because women cannot do what men do. You can't do that work of building the physical world. And what you're doing now is just sort of taking it away from men and having it for yourself without giving them anything back, which makes them go away. And then, like, imagine if you had to build a house. It's not going to happen. And then when men go away, then there is nothing in between you and bad stuff. So you might want to stop being so mouthy.
All right, this guy's really bitter. I'm sorry, your life sucks, and you clearly hate women. I'm sorry your mom didn't breastfeed you. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so there's a difference in a lot of what he's saying. I think back in settlers' times, a lot of what he said,
hard times,
like settlers' times, like when women literally stayed home and men literally built houses. I don't know if this guy literally builds a house.
In settler times, men would go out and hunt and drag home animals to, and the woman would cook them. And
I understand that, but my
fight
point,
off Indians.
Okay, so what you had asked me is, do women and men need each other? The relation, I think he was pushing some things together that didn't have to go together. He kept talking about like one of the things he referenced was men build the houses and this and that and the other. Well, I mean, no offense. I mean, Paul's super handy, but he didn't build me a house to move into. Like, we bought a house that was built.
Okay.
So now does he maintain it and do a lot of that? Yes. I am not taking that from him. Okay. So, but what I'm saying is, it's not like it was back in the 1500s, 1600s when men were like building, literally, this is our house. This is the rock we're going to live on. And I'm going to go cut some trees down and we're going to live here. And he literally built it on that spot like that. It's not quite at that level. And I didn't care for his girl boss. Like, that was pretty shitty. There are women who do work. There are women who have to work. There are men that do stay home. The roles work for whatever that family sets up. So I don't think you can do sweeping judgments anymore. I'm going to talk about like functional units. I'm sure there's crazy people all over the place, but I can only speak on kind of the functional unit we have here, sort of functional, the give and take that we have. We both work. We both do stuff around the house. Does he do more of the outside heavy lift stuff? Yeah, because he knows what he's doing on that. I don't know how to change a tire. I can, but I physically can't. I don't want to. That's why I got him for it.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
What? Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
All right.
That's not wrong.
Okay. First of all, if you and Paul had to build a house, who do you think would be able to build the house? You or Paul?
Like if we had to go cut down trees.
If you had to go, let's get crazy. Let's just say you have to go to the Home Depot
Okay.
and build a house.
Okay.
Who do you think would do a better job at building a house? You or Paul?
Well, he knows how to do it because he's built things on his parents' house. We built
the city.
Built. So yeah, I think he could probably do more of it, but I'm not used to
Okay, so he could do it.
Right.
Could you build the house?
If I was by myself and wanted to build a house,
Yes.
if I have access to money and YouTube and hiring people, sure.
One
One man is not building a house by himself.
One man could build a house.
I don't I
One man could
disagree.
build a
I
house.
disagree.
One man and a couple of Mexicans that you hire at the Home Depot.
Okay, so that's more than one man.
Okay.
So, I can
wait,
hire
hold on.
people at the Home Depot. Well, if you're giving him help from the Home
I'll
Depot,
give
then I
you a
get help
couple of
from the Home
Mexicans and I'll give him a couple of Mexicans.
Okay.
With those two, who would be able to build the house?
Depot. That's
You can say it. You know what it is.
well, I don't want to build a house. That's not the point.
I understand.
I don't. You're just saying that someone's just going to go out, buy all the supplies,
you're-
and build a fucking house with two people helping.
So you're going to tell me that you don't disagree with this guy because you didn't like what he said, but he's basically what he said was true. That men do all the hard thing, the building and all that kind of stuff, and that makes women safe. And then when everything's safe and nice, and
No,
you-
companies build houses. It's not like I have my
companies
man build
full
a house.
of.
Well, that's
When you
their
go to a
job.
construction site to see,
They
when you go to a
choose to
construction
do that
site,
job. You could have been a construction worker. You could have built a home. You could have
Yes.
been anything you wanted to be, and you chose elevator.
well, okay,
What did you build your house from the fucking dirt up?
no,
Why not?
okay. What I did was okay. Just I'm going
Aren't
to say
you,
this.
aren't you
Hang
a
on.
big strong man? Isn't that what you're supposed
Of course,
to
I'm a
do?
big, strong man. Hold on.
Oh,
Get excited. I see you're backpedaling and you're flailing. But what I'm saying is, if
I'm
you go
coming up
to-
with ideas, and there's a lot of thoughts
Can
going
I
into this, and you're
just please
spinning me
finish
off.
the
so
sentence? Just one sentence.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I
Well, don't do
appreciate that.
things. Go-
So if you go to a place where they're building a development, and you go in there and they're building the homes,
Okay.
and you look at all the workers there, how many men do you think there are, and how many women do you think there are building those homes?
They're not building their own homes. That's their job.
I didn't say that. I'm saying if you're going now, we're just going to go by construction. All right. So you go to a construction site, and there's a bunch of houses being built there,
Okay.
and there's all the workers that are doing it: the electricians, the plumbers, the framers, all that. How many women and how many men do you think
Well,
are
I
on?
haven't counted them, but it's mostly men. That's not what he was saying.
Pretty much what he was saying.
No, because he's saying the women of the home, they can't do that, and that the men do that. And I understand that men will do the heavy lift. I get that. I'm not going out saying I could do anything. I mean, I can't physically
Premise.
do it.
His premise
Yeah.
is
No, but his premise was shady because he'd be like, well, the men are working hard, the girl boss, and he's snarky about it. And that wasn't fair. It wasn't a fair assessment. He was not.
his premise was
Mm.
that if we got rid of all the women, we would be fine. If we got rid of all the men, the women wouldn't be able to. They would die because the men aren't there to do the hard work.
Well, I guess
We
we
can do-
do
we can
toilet paper
cook.
rolls or cooking either. So
We can cook, we can clean. Trust me, we'll eat.
how are you going to make more of you? By the way.
Well, there's the sticky.
There's a fucking problem right there. Well, we
Well,
can
you-
just
you-
go the fuck away.
You've
So
got us on.
figure it
you
out.
Have us on procreation. You got us there. I will give you that hands down.
Yes, we get a win.
Yay.
Oh, until everybody else decides they're women and they can do it better. So
No, they can't. They cannot. Again, a woman. You
we get
guys are.
one thing. Thank
You
you.
are unique. Listen, I'm not saying we don't need each other. We do
Mhm.
to last. But again, women think that they are equal to men, and they're not.
We're not the same. So we're equal in our own ways. Okay.
no.
Because you can't say that. You can't compare an apple to an orange and be like, well, they're not equal. We're not the same people. We're not the same thing. You would have to compare women to women and men to men. That's not right. You can't say we're equal in our own stances of what we do. Well, based on what you're saying, I
I
can't.
don't want to bring the video. Listen, I don't want to bring the video back up again and go
I
through
don't. Well, because the video's boring. Because he's
Okay, exactly.
clearly pissy man. But because he was shitty. He was rude about it because basically he's like, women can't do anything but shop and be girl bosses. Look, I've not begrudged anything. I know men build homes and they build bridges and they do the oil rigs shit. They do stuff that I can't do. I'm not shady on that. But in turn, we do things. We support a majority of things while you guys do that.
Yeah, you work in a support role.
Teachers, we're men. Yes, well, because you need that. So that's a partnership. That doesn't make us lesser.
You help us be able to be more productive.
Yeah, I'll hold your hammer while you
In a
do your
support
work.
role.
No,
You don't have to always hammer. You just got to make a sandwich every once in a while. When I saw
it's not
this
a
story,
support. It's a partnership role. It's if you want to maintain that we're in a situation we are partners together, there's a balance. So where you do, I do. Like that's how it works. I can't run into burning buildings. I can't carry the oxygen packs. I can't drag somebody out of a fire.
right?
But there's other support, like you said, support positions, or there's other ways that job probably can't be done by women, but there's other jobs that can be done by women that you don't have to do. So
Okay. When I saw that video,
it is a support, but I think both support each other. It works. If you
So-
have a relationship that works, it's
so
fine.
he's not right.
He's right. He's sort of right, but he's kind of shitty about it. And I think that's what I take
He's
real
right,
umbrage.
but he's rude. He's rudely right. He's shitty about his correctness.
He's partially right. I'll give him some of it, but
How
I
much?
don't.
How much? 80% right.
12%.
12% right. He's 12%.
It's references a movie. It's from the Marvels. He gets 12%. No, he gets 50% because that's all he gets.
That's all he gets.
No, I'm not disagreeing with the heavy lift that men, literally the heavy lift that men do. I appreciate that. But there's a lot of shit that because you do that, there's so much else that we do as women.
Okay. When I saw this, I knew exactly how this was going to go.
Right.
I knew I was going to tap dance on the minefield, and you were going.
Well, I don't mind discussing. I know it sounds weird. It's hard to be like this, then that. Like I don't.
I'm just telling you that if I said the same thing, if I would have showed Samantha that video, she would have been really mad.
She'd have hung up on you probably.
Exactly.
Okay, so hang on. While we're on this, I have to go back to the comments because
Let's see what the comments say.
Okay. All right. Bob had a lot to say. Okay.
Bob had a lot to say.
Yeah, he did. I'm just gonna read them. I'm not gonna pop them up. He says, "Oh, when it's time to kill a spider, too bad men own everything. The sadness on my face." Well, because the guy was shitty. Work deaths, men or women, higher. Glass these are all Bob, by the way. Glass ceilings, blah blah. Shut up and show me them titties. Bob, we need to talk. Okay, Sparky says if women stop working, it would leave a big hole of things not getting done. The guy's a turd.
Who said that? Sparky Toaster?
Sparky. Men are hunters, women are gatherers. We do have different roles, yes. Bob says club women over the head and drag them back to the cave by their hair. Who puts the toilet paper on the holder? Me, always. Like 95% of the time it's me. And then what if his unit wasn't functional? Would it be like the last story? Like it would be cut off and stuffed in his mouth?
Maybe. Or, right. Listen, if a man can't get a hard on, doesn't mean he can't swing a hammer.
Yeah, get to work, bitch.
Or do men work?
Lisa says you could buy a house in a box from Sears back in the day. Women, Bob says women are only allowed to build kitchens. Oh my God, still. Sparky asks who's in charge of replacing the empty toilet roll? Me.
Exactly.
Women will order off Uber House. And then Budbugger says they don't have this problem on Serpico.
They don't have this problem on Serpico. Everybody knows the Evans got their shit together.
Yeah.
They're very more advanced.
Yeah.
They know how to get their people in line.
That was a majority of them. Bob says his dental assistant, who's a woman, makes me feel better with her sweet rack in my face while she holds the water squirter and suction tube.
Okay.
So because women are good nurturers and we're good caregivers and we normally will take care of you, even if you're a misogynist dickhead.
All right.
Not
so
you, Bob.
now that I've got you all wound up, you know what that means. You know what that's time today. It's time for this.
Is there a tweet?
Dirty tweets read by Kate. She's got the feed, she's got the bait. When you need a laugh or just to see, Kate's got the tweets, she's the key.
All righty.
Sparky's like my biggest cheerleader. He's like, yay.
I have two. I figured I would start you out with a nice, easy one. Just a nice, easy one.
Not too many capitals here.
Right.
So, okay. Okay. Despite the fact that Canada is charging the U.S. from 250% to 390% tariffs on many of our farm products, Ontario just announced a 25% surcharge on electricity, of all things, and you're not even allowed to do that. Because our tariffs are reciprocal, we'll just get it all back on April 2nd. Canada is a tariff abuser and always has been, but the United States is not going to be subsidizing Canada any longer. We don't need your cars, we don't need your lumber, we don't need your energy, and very soon you will find that out. Make America great again. Sorry, they're so bad.
You're going to hate me for this.
Oh, no. What do you do?
Here we go.
I hate you already. Oh, my God. It's so... There's a lot. Okay. God damn it. I'm sorry. I'm just like pre-reading it so I don't fuck it up, but I'm going to fuck it up, I'm sure. Thank you to the House Freedom Caucus for just delivering a big blow to the radical left Democrats and their desire to raise Texas and shut our country down. They hate America and all it stands for. That's why they allow millions of criminals to invade our nation. Sometimes it takes great courage to do the right thing. Congressman Thomas Massey of beautiful Kentucky is an automatic no vote on just about everything, despite the fact he has always voted for continuing resolutions in the past. He should be primaried, and I will lead the charge against him. He's just another grandstander who's just too much trouble. Who's too much trouble and not worth the fight. He reminds me of Liz Cheney before her historic record-breaking fall loss. The people of Kentucky won't stand for it. Just watch. Do I have any takers? Anyway, thank you again to the House Freedom Caucus for your very important vote. We need to buy some time in order to make America great again, greater than ever before. Unite and win.
There you go. Good job.
Dirty tweets read by Kate. She's got the feed, she's got the bait. When you need a laugh or just to see, Kate's got the tweets, she's the key.
Good job.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sparky. You're so supportive. Bob says Canada's going to be laying off some workers and that I should lobby for the return of 240 character rule on a tweet. Yes, 100%.
Well, actually, what he does, these are from Truth Social.
So they're screenshots.
They screenshot and just drag them over, so it wouldn't even really work.
Yeah, he had a typo in one of them. So.
He did? I wasn't paying attention.
Yep, it was the wrong your. I think it was the wrong your.
I just saw that and I said, oh my God. When I saw that big one, I said, I got to get this one.
Oh, he popped it up. I'm like, motherfucker.
I got to be honest with you. You did a fantastic job. I know you
tried to get through it.
Yeah, it's really hard to get you through up like this. All the things.
It's hard. It doesn't like I could do like China like that, but it's like sentences are hard.
Yeah, it's tough.
I just don't have the I don't have the pitch, but I try.
Well, my girl Lauren Boebert, she got in trouble.
She's
apparently she said something, and again, you know what? I kind of agree with her.
That's kind of what she does, though. She just says dumb shit sometimes.
Yeah, but all right, let's listen to what she said.
Okay.
Let's see if you agree, because I kind of agree with my girl.
To attack me for referencing his cane as a pimp cane. And Grant, I stand by it. I have never seen Al Green actually use his cane as a support to walk. I have seen him shake it for years, all throughout the Capitol during any meeting that I've ever been present with him in. And if that gold-plated cane isn't a pimp cane, I don't know what is. But maybe Hula Hoo is really the racist here. Are only blacks pimps? Is that what I'm hearing? Are there no cisgendered white pimps in America?
That's kind of funny, actually.
He's got a pimp cane. And you know something? I was thinking about that the other day because when they asked him to walk down to
He
be
doesn't walk
censured,
with it at all.
he doesn't
He's-
walk with it. He just carries it around like a pimp cane.
She looks very different.
She does?
She did something different with her hair. Yeah, Bob said, did she get a weave?
You know what? You're right. I see that now, but I
She
don't
looks
really.
different. Oh, I know. I did. Wait, put her picture back up if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure. She's got
Oh,
like
she's covering her cans up. That's what that's all about.
wow. I don't know if I know she's growing it out, but I don't know if she has
She's going for the Christy Gnome.
yeah,
All the long hair.
the fluffy extensions.
Yep.
Looks like she's got some extensions in. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at
Is
all.
she dating Kid Rock?
She's dating Kid Rock? Who said
I don't know.
that?
Bob says see Kid Rock, and then
I don't know if she's that's
oh
I
God, I
don't know.
hope not. Girl, do better. I mean,
Uh
funny, but
Jody over in Rumble says she's delicious.
she's a dirty girl.
The dirty girl.
Jody like that girl.
Mm-hmm.
No, she looks good. The AI picture is interesting. Was that yours, or did they put that up next to her?
What are you talking about? Oh no, that was up. They put that next to her.
They put an AI
Yeah,
picture of her.
with her
Oh,
with a pimp
Kid,
cane.
oh, Kid Rock is a white pimp.
Oh, I see what
okay.
you're saying.
Oh,
I
Kid
see
Rock
what you're
is
saying.
Jody says the pimp of the nation. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
All right. I have another video here I want to get into, and I'm trying to figure out where it is.
Okay.
Uh, I don't know
Nice.
if I have it here. I don't know if where did I
Well,
put it?
that picture of her looked. I mean, she looks good. Lauren
She does
Butler,
look good.
so,
There's nothing wrong with her.
yeah. No, I think there's something wrong with her, but
Oh, you think there is something wrong with her?
well, she's a little kooky.
Okay.
Although Bruce is a fan, I'm sure he's like,
I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I mean,
everybody's a fan.
I know I know she's had breast implants, breastises implants.
Okay. Recently or just taxpayer dollars?
No, I think it's been before. All right. So
All right.
this gentleman here, he's the secretary of the Veterans Association.
Yes.
And he was doing an interview with a journalist. Okay. Now, after listening to No Agenda with Adam Curry and John C. Dvorak, what they do is they take the media, and when you listen to it, you can listen to it through, you listen for keywords and stuff like that, and how they take the news, and they, it's like, oh, there's a report that I've heard a report, or there's a rumor, or this or that. And there's never any kind of substance to it. It's just a bunch of malarkey and propaganda.
Correct.
This guy here calls her out, and I thought it was really cool because she starts a stuttering and a stammering, and she doesn't know what to do.
Well, because they call him on it. It's great.
Mhm. Okay, here we go.
But I do have a second thing, Patricia. I really need to know. One of the things that I've been finding, we got into it a little bit in the discussion, but one of the issues that we're having is, and it's something here, I need your help on something. I need your help because all I seem to be doing lately is fighting back against innuendo and rumor stories. And this is what I seem to be fighting about all the time. In fact, Patricia, part of it is with you. And I just need your help because when you start headlines with there's a rumor going around and that we've heard that hurts my veterans. That scares my veterans. That scares my employees because it's not true. Will you commit to not doing that in the future?
Well, there was a DOJ representative that day.
I have a VA employee who is our DOJ liaison. You knew that and you could ask that question.
I did ask that
But
question.
when you got the answer. But my question here is, I need you to commit to not starting off rumors began circulating.
I mean,
Well, if
that's
it's either true or false, Patricia, and then you go to Patty Murphy, saying that we've heard and we have DOJ may have barged into the VA today. Unconfirmed hearsay. You know what you'd have done if I was a member of Congress and probably done that? Unconfirmed report. But you didn't put unconfirmed report. So, Patricia, I want to work together with you.
Okay.
But I
That's
need you
fair.
to commit to me that you're not going to do this.
I'm working on it, and I've been actually.
You're working on it. You're fucking working on it.
She's lying. She's literally lying.
Again, this is what they do. They gin up all this nonsense and people believe it. Again, you remember, they're just listening to it. They don't hear a rumor is, they just hear that this guy, Doge just came into the VA and they're in there looking at computers. None of that was true. None of it was true.
I love how he's like, "Can you help me with this?" And she's like, goes, "How do you respond?" Like he very calmly, very politely asked for her assistance in making sure that essentially stop spreading bullshit. Don't scare people. And I love that he pulled out his little paper and he's handed it to her and she's like, oh okay. Like she did not want to take that paper. He put it right up at her, like they're, interview style facing each other. And he pulled that paper out to hand to her and she did not want to take it. And she was like, oh, okay. And she literally just put it down underneath her paper that she has on her lap.
Because she's got questions still and he's not done.
I have another question based on that. Thank you very much.
No, I want to hear the answer first. Are you committing not to do rumors? Because you're scaring my VA employees about this.
That's fair.
And you're scaring my veterans.
Yeah,
that's unforgivable. That's not a something I take
But
lightly.
if a rumor is different than if I have a source,
Then you source it to our PR people and let them know. Because you know something, I've got people who are reporting stuff right now who aren't even calling us. They don't even get something from. They don't even call us to check it.
well, that's not right.
Well, this isn't right either.
Okay. Well, that's fair. But I did call about that. I did call about
And you got the answer, but yet you still report it as a rumor.
Well, I didn't.
Okay. Which is it? Which is it? Is it a rumor or is you get confirmed?
Was that there is a Doge person there.
There is.
That was the
Okay.
lead.
Nobody has said that from you. Nobody. We answered it, but it was reported as a rumor. I mean, you think about this. And in the headline of the story,
it's almost like
Did she say, "I'm offended you parsed out my information because you lied"?
Hang on a second. Let me see if I can back that up a little bit.
Well, go ahead.
I was going to say it was almost like he said that men with women without men and men without women. She almost got that. Here we go.
Well, that's fair. But I did call about that. I did call about
and you got the answer, but yet you still reported it as a rumor.
Well, I didn't.
Okay. Which is it? Which is it? Is it a rumor or is you get confirmed?
Was that there is a Doge person there.
There is.
That was the
Okay.
lead.
Nobody has said that from you. Nobody. We answered it, but it was reported as a rumor. I mean, you think about this.
Issue with
and
parsing out my stuff.
I take you issue with parsing out my stuff
because now she's like, now I'm offended.
Yeah, I'm offended. You've called me on my bullshit.
Yes, because she literally went that was the only noise that came out of her mouth. Like, because she couldn't even. If they're in her ear, they're like, we got nothing. He's right. Yeah.
Sorry.
So in the headline of the story, Elon Musk. Hey, I don't care who wrote it. You're
now she's like, I didn't write it. I didn't write the headlines.
He goes, I don't care.
Yeah.
No,
but your byline.
It's your byline. It's your byline, and he's not letting go, man. He's like a pit bull with a pork chop.
Nice one.
Back on those, and I
okay. Well, you think about what it says here. Elon Musk aide is now working at VA accessing computer systems. Ooh. I mean, that's all in this.
That's a true statement.
No, it is, because you know what? We don't make a Doge employee, which is funny because they're VA employees, a liaison. We don't also give them a
I was not told that.
We don't give.
I was not told.
But you wrote the article.
Liaison. It
you
was
wrote
told
the
there
article.
was a Doge employee, one Doge employee.
As we look at this, Patricia, I want you to know something. When you look at this headline and you're accessing computer systems, I want to work with you a lot as we go forward. We're going to have a lot of time together.
That's fair.
But I'm not going to have any reporter scaring my employees and scaring the veterans. And that's what this is doing. Let's get it right. I'm the most transparent VA secretary we've had yet. I'm on video. I'm on interviews. I do everything I possibly can to push back against everything I'm hearing. So we got a team that'll help you, but I need your commitment to help me too. Okay?
Oh, he just dadded her. Like, he sat down with a fatherly, this is what we're going to do moving forward. And like, he's so calm. And I love that. Hang on. I want to bring something up here. So Lobtobe. I don't know who this is, but it says never telling about rumors. Some rumors are true, so it can be important first news. It could, but the Doge thing that is leading with all the headlines is to scare people.
Wait a minute. For some rumors can be true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some rumors could be false. But here, as a journalist, if
It's
you
your
hear
job to
something,
check that. Yeah.
it's your job to run that down. You just don't run out and say it's lazy journalism. All right. You go track that down. Why? I have a source that says this. Can you confirm? You know, back in the day when I was a itty bitty Jamingo and I took journalism in college, like in the 80s,
100 years ago.
yeah.
In
Back
the
in the
1900s.
1900s, when I took journalism, you used to have 3 sources. In other words, you had to have 3 confirming sources. That was it. It was the rule of 3 that you used to have to do.
Well, now it's just you heard something and someone verified. Run with it.
And they run with it because it does. Again, it's not. You don't have to be right now. You have to be first, not right, or you just have to write. Why don't they take
all about the clicks
and reform that law that whatever that Obama started, where our media is now allowed to use propaganda? I don't know how why is that even allowed to go on?
I don't know.
Because I'll tell you why.
Democrats own it.
I'll tell you why. Because both sides use it. Republicans use it and Democrats use it. Today, I was listening to Ben Shapiro, and he was showing a clip of the press secretary, and it was about tariffs. And there was this one point in there where she said something, I find it offensive.
Oh,
that
you questioned me. Yeah.
Questioned me or something like that. And he cut that out. And I'm like, why would you cut that out? You know, show the whole thing.
Yep.
Both sides do this. I think it's abhorrent. I don't like it. What did he say? I don't know.
Abhorrent.
Stop trying to use 3-syllable words. Fucking idiot.
Sparky agrees with you that journalists don't verify.
They don't verify.
They don't. Well, everything's unconfirmed sources and an unnamed source and all that, which is basically bullshit to me. And like you said, it's whoever gets it. It's up first, not upright.
And
they always go back and be like, "Oh, updated." Yeah, because it's bullshit.
Because I have a daughter that listens to the mainstream media, and she's constantly sending me stuff. So then I have to. So then, of course, I have to go research.
You research it, yeah.
Right, and I go back to her, and I'm like, here, and here. And she sent me today. She goes, what do you think about Trump and Doge getting rid of $1 billion for kids' lunches? So I'm like, what are you talking? I need give me some article or something so I can research this. So she sends me the article and I read. And what it says is
the very end, right? The very end.
Well, 4 or 5 paragraphs down.
Right.
It says that they're going back to pre-pandemic. So in other words, they had a school lunch program, all right, where kids were going to school. Well, when kids were at home, they're like, well, they don't get lunch anymore. So what they did was they started delivering lunch. Well, once the pandemic was over, they still were using that money, and they're like, no, you don't need that money anymore. Kids are going to school. There's no reason to have this money. What are you doing with this?
They're getting lunch in school. They don't need to be. You don't need to earmark home delivery money. Yeah,
and they don't need extra money for that. The money's in the budget to do it the way we used to do it before COVID. And I said, well, what about this? See, read this part.
Oh,
what are you going to do? Yeah. But again, all the way down at the bottom, they read the headlines, they read the first 2 paragraphs, and then they think they've got a talking point.
Orange man bed.
He's
going to take away food from your children.
That's right.
He's going to send grandma back.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna
take grandmom's Social Security check, which she's not going to have any more money.
He's going to take great grandma's Social Security check.
Exactly.
At 195 years old, she still needs that money.
Sure.
Sparky wants to know what your daughter says when you prove her wrong over and over.
I don't do that kind of stuff. I say, well, read this, and
no, but what is she, what is the response from her? Not that you send it back to her and you're like, ha ha.
She hammers me every day. Right. She hammers me every day with this stuff, and I listen. I understand it, and I encourage it.
Well, I encourage it. It's good discussion. Yeah.
Like I never say anything. We've got into some heated discussions, but at the end of it all, I say, no matter what, kiddo, I love you, and so, and I don't want to fight over it. I'm not going to fight over it.
No,
but anyhow,
my eldest is fighter.
Yeah, exactly. So Dreamy Mike Johnson also was at the podium talking about how Democrats
pick on my Mikey.
That's why I called him Dreamy.
Dreamy.
He's
a little fella looking next to all these other guys.
He's like a leprechaun, that guy. Here he is.
He's supposed to be 6 feet.
6 feet.
Oh, that's what he said on Wiki.
6 feet. I'm 180 pounds.
either have an issue with reading comprehension, or they are attempting to run one of the most shameful misinformation campaigns that we've ever seen in our lives. We filed that the CR, the continuing resolution, on Saturday, and as was noted, they had already come out panning the bill that literally had not yet been seen. They said, quote, this is the House Democrat leadership team's statement on Friday. Remember, the bill was filed on Saturday afternoon. On Friday, they said, quote, Republicans have decided to introduce a partisan continuing resolution that threatens to cut funding for health care, nutritional assistance, and veterans benefits through the end of the year. Every single word of that is a lie. They just made it up. They didn't read the bill. It's nonsense. People are not buying this. You see the contrast between one party, which is leading,
except my daughter, because it said to cut
all
back,
the buzzwords. It's all
Yeah.
the buzzwords.
hitting them all.
moving the ball forward for the American people, and the other that is just screaming. Then the Democrats start parroting this talking point in interviews all weekend on CNN. They said, quote, it's so harmful to the American people. You know, cutting Medicaid, cutting Medicare, threatening Social Security, cutting veteran benefits. It's all a lie. You can all read the bills, 99 pages. This clean CR contains no poison pill riders, no policy riders there at all. No cuts to Medicare, Medicaid, or Social Security, zero. No cuts to veterans benefits, zero. In fact, as was noted, we plus up the accounts for veterans. And respectfully, I'm just going to say this to every reporter in the room, that if you're allowing Democrats to make these intentionally false, scurrilous claims without pushback, then you're aiding and abetting the spreading this misinformation. I would just ask you to call them on it. The American people deserve that. They deserve that clarity from our press corps. Make them point it out to you. They can't, of course.
I mean,
All right. I'm just impressed he used the word scurrilous. I'm like, oh, I have to look that one up. Scandalous.
Oh, I got the vapors. He sent me to. He
He
sent
uses
me
big
to,
words. Yeah, no,
sent me right to the
no, I
dictionary.
just haven't. I don't think I've heard anybody use that word, so I had to look it up. But
Okay.
I appreciate that, and I think the whole discussion this weekend has been Democrats getting on all the talk shows. Boo! They're gonna take your money. That's everybody's talking point. Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, veterans. It's always that. Always that. It's the people who vote. That's who they go after.
And I love the Democrats. At first,
yeah.
they were for the continuing resolutions. All right. And they brought one out that was, they had to bring it in on a wagon. I forget how many pages. It was like 1,500 pages. Right. And they were really pissed off because the Republicans just wanted to read it. But, you know, the Democrats get 99 pages and they start bitching about it before it even fucking came out.
Yeah.
They
Clearly it
started-
cuts everything because it's 1,000 pages less.
Right. And then I love the way, and I guess you can say this on both sides, but I love the way that as soon as, for whatever, it doesn't fit their narrative, they go 180 and they hate it. And I say that about electric cars because now all fucking weekend they're out there protesting at Tesla. And not only did they do that, but they're setting them on fire and they're, you know, and they're damaging them. And one guy shot through the dealership with a rifle. I mean, what is this? And so now
Stop that. Yeah.
Trump's like, you know what? If I find out he's doing this, we're going to arrest him and we're going to prosecute him. And then the media says, oh, so now they're taking away their First Amendment right for protesting? Protesting?
No.
That's not a protest. When you burn a bunch of fucking cars down, that's not a protest. That's a riot. That's damaging property. It's grand larceny. It's something.
People have gone absolutely insane. Right. They now hate Elon Musk. They loved him,
right,
10 years ago. Now, literally, people who drive those vehicles, Teslas and those the Cybertrucks and all that, they had a video. Someone videoed in New York. They're driving. Someone ran up next to their car and was punching it because for no reason at all. Because it's a Cybertruck. Like, now, granted, they're ugly as shit, but like, you're gonna go out and punch them, and people forget that they have cameras all over these.
Right. So he sees,
and they're good cameras. because they get your face.
You know what they need now? They need a bear spray thing where it can just
I would
bear spray
love that.
people. Would it run
Didn't
up?
they have walls like where they would do graffiti? Didn't they have walls that would react to that? I could have sworn they did at one point.
The thing is that now the media and the Democrats, what they have actually done is they've taken Elon, and he's the bad guy because he's finding all this waste and all this grift and all this. I mean,
And all the sheep are just doing it. It's not
Right.
you don't see AOC burning cars down, but she's encouraging people. You go out and protest, like that kind. Like they're all for it, but they're not doing it. So they're letting all the schlubs get their hands dirty
Right.
and go to jail.
Listen, they went into that USAID.
Oh my God.
Okay, they went in there, and right now the senior official at that department is instructing the people that are still there to start shredding and burning everything, all the evidence. Why isn't that stopped? Why don't they go in there, close that building down, and stop it? All right, because they know this is shenanigans, and if you point it out, you're bad. So Elon is the devil because he's pointing all this out.
Yeah.
They're not mad at the people that are stealing taxpayers' payer money and wasting taxpayers' money. That's not a problem. It's the person that's pointing it out because he's a billionaire and he's unelected.
Yeah.
You're all fucking morons. There's not one person that in the executive branch that is elected besides the president and the vice president. That's it. And all the other people before, the ones that went through and did all the shit before, they were all unelected. But now all of a sudden, because a bunch of Democrats like
Trump. Because it's Trump.
well, you've got Schumer and
Hakeem,
the mouse
Pelosi.
from Michigan. What's her name?
Oh, Alyssa Slotkin.
No, her too. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about the one that's always screaming that looks like a mouse. God damn, I can't think of her name now.
I don't know.
From Massachusetts.
Oh, from Massachusetts. You said Michigan. I thought.
I'm sorry, Massachusetts. The little mousy woman, the one that looks like a grandma trying to drink a beer.
Oh,
Can't think of her
Warren.
name. Elizabeth Warren.
Oh,
Goddamn boomers. Goddamn boomer.
Boomer charades.
Boomer charades. Thank you.
Filling it up. Maxine Waters. That's another one.
Yeah, Maxine Waters. That
Well, it's all the old people that
wig
are
wearing hump.
threatened by
Yeah.
the money stopping.
Exactly.
Why? Is that? Why?
Because that's
Why
where they get all their. That's how
No,
they
I
come
get
in.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, I don't think that the press is the same way. So listen to this.
But then you also overnight have this post claiming that protests at Tesla dealerships are illegal. He said today he would label violence against dealerships domestic terrorism. Now, you know, I am judicious in how I play this sound, but I think you need to hear it from him.
Mr. President talks about some of the violence that's been going on around the country at dealerships. Some say they should be labeled domestic terrorists.
I will do that. I'll do it. I'm going to stop them.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll stop them.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them. Who cares?
Fuck them in the eye. That's what I say. They're domestic terrorists.
We catch anybody doing it because they're harming a great American company. Let me tell you, you do it to Tesla and you do it to any company, we're going to catch you and you're going to go through hell.
So just to be clear, you protest a private company, you are labeled by this administration a domestic terrorist. You
No, that's not what he said.
That's not what he said. God damn.
You're literally burning it down.
Right.
When you're there with a torch and gasoline and you're destroying
And damaging product, damaging
That is not
cars.
yours. Yeah. It's not
That's
your
not a
car you're
protest.
burning. Yeah.
Listen, you can stand in front of there with your stupid fucking signs all day long.
Wear your spinny hats. Woo.
Yeah, all that shit.
That's protesting.
With your masks on
Oh, yeah.
outside like a fucking idiot because you're afraid. I don't know. I guess you don't want to be recognized.
And
That's
the
why you have
crocheted
masks.
masks. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That'll
So you're
stop
out
it.
there.
Yeah.
And,
No, no.
and ruining things, and they're like, "Oh, I guess he's going to shut down."
Peaceful protest is one thing. When
Right.
you once you start destroying, you're done. That's domestic terrorism. You're purposefully destroying property.
They should grab one of these motherfuckers. They catch one of these motherfuckers.
People get paid for it. They're
And,
hiring people to go do this.
It doesn't make it right.
Oh
First of
no,
all,
I'm
the
not saying
insurance-
it's right at all.
Right. The insurance companies have to pay for it, and then it's just going to make premiums go higher for the rest of us. Sure. So what they should do is catch these people that are doing this and throw the fucking book at them. Throw a couple of them in jail. Democrats have been evil. So this is Sparky Toaster. Democrats have been evil for over 100 years. Wanted to keep slavery going. Did not want to give women the right to vote. Well, I can't blame them for that. Having women vote for them after they've tried keeping them from voting is beyond me. You know, I get it.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, this is the things that drive me fucking crazy. That's a lie. Again, we're back to that's a lie. So
People have such passion, whether it's right or wrong, and they're very emotional about their responses. And the fact that they think that's because that's what's mirrored. That's what's been mirrored for the past 15 years is if you're mad at something, go burn it down. It's been allowed, you disagree, light it on fire. You want to protest, go beat people up, smashing buildings, whatever, destruction. That I don't understand how that goes that way, and how you automatically go to that. You default to that setting, because it's very disturbing, and it's a trend because now it just happened so quickly. I mean, they were protesting, and then it just violence. It just rolled in so quickly. I'm trying to think of times where Republican protesters burned down car dealers, torched neighborhoods.
I don't remember.
I know.
No.
Who's doing that?
Attacked courthouses, like out in Portland, Oregon.
Stalked representatives, stalked Supreme Court justices. Who's doing that?
Shot a bunch of Congress people that were practicing for a softball game.
Oh God, yeah, years
was
ago.
A Bernie supporter.
Yeah.
All that shit. It's all fucking Democrats. They're insane.
It's disturbing that's the peaceful party. Like that's the immediate emotional reaction.
Yeah.
They didn't used to do that.
Listen, and they keep saying, and I get it all the time. Is this what you voted for? Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you're going to burn your shit down, that's fine. But don't burn other people's shit down. And if you're going to burn or cause destruction, again, you go to jail. That's how it fucking works.
So now the next thing they're attacking right now is the Department of Education. Now, we've been saying shut down the Department of Education ever since the primary started.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So they went in, they laid off 1,300 employees.
Yep.
Right. And you have this Randy Dumgardner.
Oh, she's out of her mind. Yeah.
Right. And she's like, she'll go on any fucking news and she's like screaming about this.
Yep.
And this is her fault.
That's why so many people are so mad about it, because they're just taking opportunity away from kids that don't have it. So
that's not true either, you lying, feckless, you know what?
If we shut you down, the kids will still go to school.
Yeah. 75% of all the money that goes into that is for them just to do shit that they had they $3 million or $4 million for a survey because people weren't paying attention to the surveys. It's just a boondoggle where people go.
It's a waste.
And they get these cushy jobs.
Yeah.
And they do nothing all day. They do nothing. They don't need them.
Where retired teachers go to suck up the system.
They said we're focusing on eliminating full teams whose operations are either redundant or not necessary for the functioning of the department. Indicating that 131 total teams will be terminated. Employees will receive termination notices, will get 90 days of full pay and benefits until they are formally fired, and will receive severance pay in the amount of 1 week's salary for every year of service up to 10 years and 2 weeks salary for every year beyond 10 years. That's quite the fucking package.
That's a hell of a settlement package.
Right.
Honestly, that's very generous.
It is.
I saw Linda McMahon, right? That's her last name.
She's who's running. Yeah, she's running.
She was on Laura Ingraham last night, so I listened to a little bit of the interview. It went better than I thought. I thought she seemed, when they first picked her, I was like, oh, there's like a token appointee, like Betsy DeVos, like on the last. She seems to, at least she spoke about it, and apparently, like they, of course, they asked her all the questions, they nicely coached questions, but she had good responses, and she was going to meet Randy, what's her face, last night or something for dinner. Yeah, they were going to meet up and have discussion, which I was like, well, someone's going to be flipping a table. I would love to have seen that, but she's very thoughtful. There's just they're not literally shutting it down, but they're like laying people out. They're pushing them, they're out the door until they figure out what the fuck is going on over there.
Not
Because
only
that's
that,
dumb. There's just so much bullshit. You don't need all those people there. What are they doing? What are they doing?
Randy Dumgardner,
Yeah, our kids have not gotten smarter.
she shut the schools down during COVID for 2 years and didn't want to open them up. Wouldn't open them up.
Oh, because the teachers were
right.
didn't
The
wanna go
teachers
back.
didn't want to go back to work. They thought this was fantastic. They were teaching from home. This was fantastic for them.
Yeah, kindergartners at home on fucking Zoom. Are you kidding? Are
It's
you
rid-
fucking kidding?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Those poor children.
Mhm.
It set back. I'm telling you, society. This is what's going on. Like these now. So now COVID, we're literally coming up on we're on the anniversary of it. So
Yeah,
it's 5 years
5
ago.
years ago, yeah.
So think about the kids who are graduating this year. Okay, so at 18 years old. So 5 years ago, these kids were in middle school, like what in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, like that kind of thing. That is crucial. That is so important, like to learn for what you're taking ahead to become an adult, like and to have all these kids sitting at home. I mean, and then even the littles, like how do you have a 5-year-old on a Zoom and expect them to pay attention?
There's no way unless you're
Come
playing
on.
Barney.
Yeah,
Look,
it's not.
the Department of Education has been running since 1979. Okay. The kids have been getting dumber and dumber and dumber. Whatever they're doing is not working, and we're paying a fortune for it. The building that houses the Department of Education is huge. It takes up city blocks.
Huge.
I don't know what they're going to do with it when they empty it out, but holy cow, is that a big giant building? And you know,
Well, maybe
sorry.
we can we'll be able to do some kind of interactive something or other and maybe make that a learning annex or something for children.
Mhm.
Because I mean, we've got to do something. We can't just keep running these buildings full of federal workers that aren't doing dick.
Right.
They're just going out to lunch and fucking off all day. Oh my God, stop.
My dad would say, "It's all good time fucking Charlie over there. Nothing's getting done. It's 10 o'clock in the air. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Ain't a wet towel in the fucking place."
Good
dad
time,
would say.
Charlie. You ain't
Good time,
wrong.
Charlie over there.
I love that.
You know?
That's a great
Right.
Charlie.
All right.
Good. So Sparky's having a good time here. He's said where are the Epstein notes? Where's JFK info?
All right.
And then also throw more money at it. That'll fix it, says every Democrat.
I'm just going to tell you something right now.
Right.
They are
You're
not
never
going to
gonna see
release these Epstein files.
gonna see it.
They're not. And if you get some, it's only going to be a couple. And they don't want this because this thing is deep. This is deep rooted. It's rooted in this country. It's rooted in other countries.
Yep.
Look, I'm a dumb guy. All right. I've got a high school education with some college, and I can tell you what the fuck happened. There's like the CIA and the CIA of Israel. What's that called? Mossad.
Yeah.
You know, they had this thing, and what they did was they used this Epstein to basically honeypot these guys so they could control them. Bill Gates,
That sounds about right.
Clinton,
Clearly. Yeah.
all these other people. And they say they don't want to release it because Donald Trump. Listen, if Donald Trump was in that island and they had anything on him, they would have released that 2 years ago.
Been out. It's
it would have been out. So Trump's not a part of this. You know, your Tom Hanks, there's a lot of people that have been to that fucking island. Trust me. Alan Dershowitz.
There's
so many people that have been to this island. And again, there's apparently one of these guys had a boat and the boat was full of cameras. And guess who bought the boat? Donald Trump. So this thing is all interwoven into, you're never going to see these files. Stop fucking asking about them. It's not going to happen.
I think it's a red herring. Like you're so focused on this, you don't see all this like
No,
behind you. So
it's
they
like
can just
Yale.
dangle it out and all the other shit's going to happen.
Look, Yale, the skull and bones of Yale. That's where George W. Bush was. That's where
Oh, the
John
secret society.
Kerry. Yeah, they got the secret society, and you had to do gay fucking things, and they got you on video doing gay fucking things.
They have lady
you know,
boys.
yeah, lady boys, whatever. And you know, and this is their own secret society and shit. And it's just not going to come out. I'll be honest with you.
Deep. It's too deep.
I don't even think Jeffrey Epstein's dead. I think that they got him out of there. They put a body there. They zippered it up. They moved him out of there, and they said he's dead. And he's probably went to a plastic surgeon somewhere and got a new face or new identity or whatever, and that's it.
They can sew a new face on now.
I'm more interested in the bunker tapes. I don't know what Bob's talking about. What bunker tapes is he talking about?
Just being silly.
All right.
And Sparky says, but they were pretty lady boys.
Some of
John,
them are.
John has good taste in lady boys.
I don't understand what you don't understand. These dudes look like attractive ladies.
I know.
And then they turn into and then all of a sudden they turn into men, and you're like, you're horrified by it.
Do you remember the TikTok trend where it'd be like wipe, and it would be like, and then it'd be like a quick scene, like a blink of an eye, it would change, and then it would change back.
Yeah.
That's what I think that's what just happened to you. You're like pretty guys, and you're like, or pretty girls, and it's a fucking dude.
You're sitting there,
but it's a pretty lady.
This attractive woman sits down and she taps her nails on her pocketbook. She takes her nails off, and then she takes her, and then all of a sudden she drops this thing down, and she's a dude, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? My eyes.
I'm impressed with the form, like the chest plate was so well made.
There's
a lot of money.
I told you,
what an industry that is.
Over in France, it's Fashion Week over there, and they had a guy, and he had a set of tits on him, and they look like tits, and it's just I can't put it on here because we would immediately get struck and taken down. But it's a set. I mean, when I first saw it, I had to go back and look at it 3 or 4 times to see if it was, because you can see that it's actually a thing. And at first I was like, what? It's like one of those things. What am I looking at? Yeah. It's insane what they're doing now. It's fucking evil. It's the devil's work, I'll tell you.
Don't be making men into pretty ladies. Yeah. All right. Well, some of those drag queens, I told you, there's some very pretty ones. I've called everyone that you put up though. I picked out. So.
Oh, really?
You tested me.
Okay, well, you know what? I'll go out and grab some more.
Okay.
I'm telling you, can't tell. You really can't tell until sometimes you can't even tell when they talk.
Oh no,
okay. Crazy. All right.
Okay.
Listen, if you want to interact with us and leave us a voicemail or a text, you can do this. It's 856-477-1935.
Yes.
Or you can go to the Boomer Bunker website. And on the sidebar now, because I changed it, I didn't know you could change it, but I changed it. On the sidebar, it says, hey, talk to us. And you just click that tab, and it'll allow you to leave them a voicemail. Mm-hmm. And we have a voicemail. And
that was an awesome
shit. It's from Dean. I prematurely
premature Dean. Oh my God.
Yes, I'm a premature Dean. Okay, here's Dean.
Hey guys, that was an awesome show on Monday night. Probably the best one ever.
Oh, thank you.
I have a question for you. What does a bicycle and a black man have in common?
Okay. What does a bicycle and a black man have in common? Duchess?
I don't know.
You have no idea?
No.
Okay.
Oh, it's going to be bad.
They both work better with a chain on them.
Dean. Oh my God. Oh God.
Now, if you want to call in a filthy, racist, dirty joke like that, we'll play it.
856-477-1935.
Yeah, so, again, let me just...
Dean goes, Dean.
Dean. Let me just take you over to boomerbunker.com. Oh. There it is. There's our Boomer Bunker website. Now, see, if you look over there and the one right over here, there it is. It says, hey, talk to me. All right. Talk to us. So you hit that button right there and look at that. There's a thing. You just hit that and then you just start a recording and you send it to us.
So you don't even have to you don't even have to call. So nobody would even see your number if you were that worried about it.
Right. What am I going to do with your number? I'm the safest guy around. Or
just saying,
or look at this. You can right here. You can join our email list.
John's in charge of that.
Email, and then you hit subscribe. And also, look, if you want to see the video, you can go to YouTube. There's our YouTube link. There's the link for Rumble if you want to watch the video. I stopped putting the video on Spotify because I like the audio there better because they whatever. I have my reasons.
Don't question me.
And there's a mic and it will record you. No. Okay, hold on, Lisa. I changed it. Look, if I go to the bottom now, There's no mic. The mic used to be here. I don't do. Oh, you can also leave a review. Look at that. You can leave a review.
Yeah.
Right. And there's all. And look at all the artwork that I do.
John works so hard on that artwork.
You know.
He does.
All right. And then and where? Okay. So you can see all that. And now you go over this little tab here.
Is
and
there
you-
an
you
Instagram
use
link
it.
on that?
If you go up here, look, there's our Instagram
Right,
link up
all
here,
the handles.
and the
Yay.
Twitter, and our Discord. If you want to get our Discord link, there it is.
Nice. You know you want to.
All right, our Twitch, our Facebook, our YouTube. You can follow them. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you can do over here at this website, the Boomer Bunk. It's just boomerbunker.com.
There you go.
I'll check it. I checked it today. And guess what? Since I also have the Brand X podcast, look at that. The Brand X podcast also, it's called brandxpodcast.com. You can go over there. There's Neptune's Kiss. That's our latest episode. And you can also
That's so
see Vince
funny.
Mill over here.
Right.
All right. And then you can also join an email list there. And there's there's Billy the Clown and, all the stuff, all of them.
Isn't it Billy with one L though?
And you know what? I didn't know that before I did Billy the Clown.
I know. Who knew? Because who fucking spells Billy with one L?
How do you, yeah. Come on, you homo. That's not how it is.
Nobody cares about Billy except Billy.
Who cares about Billy?
Well, Bob says he tested it. So do you want to
All right. There you go. That's fantastic.
All right.
All right. So there you go. Boomerbunker.com. We've also got stickers. Go ahead, Duchess. Tell us all about the stickers.
So I still have a couple of these fabulous limited edition stickers. You know you want one. If you would like one, reach out to me. Hit me on any of the socials, and I will get one out to you. I would love to send it to you.
There you go.
You
All right.
Get a little handwritten note from me. Look at that.
No shit.
No shit.
Do you put a little spritz of perfume in there, do you?
I could, but I know some people don't like a lot of perfume. It might be too stinky.
All right. All right. Well, listen, thank you for listening. And if you like us, do us a favor. Share us with one of your sick, twisted friends, ones like yourself. And, do the follow on social media. Hang out in our Discord. It's a lot of fun over there. All the links are also in the show notes and at boomerbunker.com. I don't know what else I can do besides that. I'm trying over here. I'm trying.
We're mugging. We're
Hey, I
singing
come
and
in here
dancing here.
early. We did the foreplay before the show. We did the show. I don't ask for much. Just a little interaction.
Well, follow if you can. We would really appreciate if you have not subscribed or followed or whatever liked on our platforms. We would really appreciate it. We would love Discord up. Well, not even Discord. Say Rumble, YouTube, Twitch.
Follow us.
Yeah,
on all the places.
Dean asks if we are going to go to Discord. I'll pop into Discord.
Okay. Yeah, because I usually I have to get the show ready and it takes a little bit of time. So, but I'll probably pop over there for a little bit to say hello. Yeah, we stopped doing that. We did stop doing it.
We did.
Okay, but we won't. All right, we will be back Monday night with another show.
Yes.
We don't know about whether it's going to be Wednesday or Thursday now. We can't wait. We have to wait for the Duchess to tell us on Monday what's going to happen Wednesday or Thursday.
It looks like it's going to go back to regular schedule, but the week after is probably going to suck. So I apologize.
Like I said, follow us on social. We'll let you know.
Stay up to date. That way you'll know.
That's right. Whatever. I just do what I'm told over here. The old sidekick.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. I just do what I'm told. You don't. That's the problem.
I do what I'm told to a certain extent. You said do Wednesday. Here we are.
We discussed it. And you said,
you said I can't do Thursday. We need to do Wednesday. So I went and got everything ready for Wednesday.
Well, but we still discussed it. I wasn't like, bitch, make it Wednesday. I mean,
you could. What am I going to do?
Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not.
Okay.
St. Patrick's Day. Oh, Monday, St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, we'll wear green? Yeah, we'll wear green.
I think I have something green. Greenish.
Green's
not my color.
No? Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll find some. I have some St. Patrick's Day stuff. Oh, I think I have some beads. Yeah.
You can wear some beads, put your tiara.
Oh, I can't. If I wear beads, then they'll make noise. And then John will yell at me.
That's true too.
Oh, Bob says to wear green panties. All right, John, wear your green panties.
All right, I'll put my green panties on. Just for you, Bob.
We'll show you later.
All right, Bob. I see what this is all about. Okay.
Trying to get into your pants.
Right. All right, everybody. I'm sorry. You were going to say something?
I was going to say, come join us in Discord.
Come join us in Discord. And if you need the link for that, go over to boomerbunker.com and join.
It's there.
All right, Duchess. Say goodbye.
Goodbye. Have a good night.